Hello and welcome everybody. Hey Lumberjack, I didn't see you in a while. How are you doing? Welcome back. Someone using Twitch, my time can be yours. Welcome everybody. I hope you're enjoying the new update as much as I am. It's really amazing.
Here we go!
Really amazing. And yet I haven't actually had the chance to play many new levels, so I'm hoping that today we can see some more new stuff. That I can see more new stuff because you guys have probably like gone through the whole thing, made so many new levels and had so many experiences. So please guys, show me the new levels, give me the experiences, give me the joy of playing the update stuff. And oh my gosh, we have Valve Pack written there. Okay, the only thing I can think of now is Steam. Cool beans, doing well. I hope you are as well. I am doing well too. And I apologize for having to start the stream so late. I actually was doing something completely different to Mario Maker today. Had some stuff on my agenda. Luckily, that is now done. We can start with the stream and get all into the 3.0 stuff. Requisites are required. Play as your favorite character. Mario Bros. 2 Mario or Long. Oh, you get to choose between Mario Bros. 2 Physics or between Link. That's interesting. But of course, I'm going to choose Mario Bros. 2 because it's the new thing. But as this level like gains age, I think this is going to become even more interesting because it's platforming. This is going to become even more interesting because then it's going to be like kind of a more interesting choice between the two things, I would say. Right now, I think everybody was going to lean like between picking if you have like a choice between the Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom or Link at this point. I think everybody would pick the Mushroom. Well, last time I reached that. But yeah, it's a bit confusing, I will admit, when playing levels like this. Norio Masha, thank you for the follow. To immediately know to time when doing levels like this, it can be a bit confusing to when getting the Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom to just like swap basically your mindset on levels and just oh right, I need to stop holding A when I jump on stuff now. It can be a bit confusing to get used to, so I'll probably be spaghetting a lot more on this level, but it's pretty cool that you can do this now, I have to admit. Trying to upload a hard Kaizo speedrun since you're good at those, I think you got the wrong guy. Someone using Twitch lol? I think you got the wrong guy. But sure, give it a try. As long as the level is well made, it should be fun to play. Oh, you really do slide from those, don't you? Okay. But these are pretty cool. Like, as far as I know, those Mario Bros. 2 Mushrooms, the way I've recognized them across the series so far, every single time that I see them, you would have to grab them, and now you just need to touch them. What? Oh, you need to damage boost. You need to, you just need to touch them and then you get them, but up to this point, like, you actually needed to grab them to acquire them, so it's like, every single thing that I know about this stuff has now changed, and it's going to take a bit of time to get used to, but then again, Mario Maker has changed, like, a ton of stuff about Mario games, the physics and stuff, so it'll be fine. You'll get used to it. Okay, welcome mine. Okay. Just a casual, okay. Here. Oh my gosh, thank you for the Prime sub. Okay. So that's what the okay is about. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, Ein. I really appreciate that. Well, there's the pin. Can we get some emotes and some hype in chat for that Prime sub by Ein? I hope you enjoy using the emotes, by the way. There you go, some wild Luigi's for you too. Thank you for the sub, I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy using the emotes. You can also get them to work on Discord, by the way. If you are in my Discord server and if you have Twitch connected to your Discord, you can actually use those emotes over Discord as well, if you want to do that. Thank you for the sub, I really appreciate it. And also, by the way, if you want to submit levels in Mario Maker, you can actually get prioritized since you're a sub now, just saying. So, if you have something in mind, feel free to do so, because it means less waiting. What the heck? Oh, did I need to grab a snowball with me? Somehow? What could this mean? This usually is like a throw from here indicator, so... What could this imply in this situation? It could mean like that I had to have a snowball with me on here. Thank you so much for the sub, I always find it easier to call you Ein. Thank you so much for the sub, I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you're having fun here. You have Mario Maker but no storage space. You mean you can't... How actually do you mean that? And are you talking about Mario Maker 2 or Mario Maker 1? Because this is actually Mario Maker 2, so there's a big difference between them. But they're both great in their own ways. Oh my gosh, another sub, are you kidding? Lumberjack 2 with the tier 1 sub. Wow, thank you so much, guys. What is going on? Some hype for Lumberjack's tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. What is going on, guys? And some of these, and some of these. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Seriously, guys. Big surprise. And you too can also now enjoy ad-free viewing. Prioritize level selection as well as the emotes. I'm missing something here, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lumberjack. And guys, what am I missing here? Can you maybe see it? Because I feel like I need to get one of these snowballs up with me and then throw it up there. But then again, I meant to damage boost through the saws, so there couldn't be any reason for me to bring a snowball up with me. You gotta jump up faster, no damage boost. You mean you're just gonna do a full jump or something? Let me think about this again. Hold on. You just gotta rush here? Yeah, there's something that I'm missing. I think the mostly why I'm not understanding that is because the decision that I'm making there kind of makes the level feel a bit awkward there. Like, the part where I'm trying to damage boost feels like, it can be easily misunderstood. Oh, I see my mistake. Okay. I knew that I was reading something wrong in the level. So yeah, you're not supposed to lose your power-up that easily. Now it makes sense. So yeah, you are supposed to use the big jump from the crouching, but you're supposed to use it right there. Yeah. Okay. I guess one thing that could have made that a bit more clear, to be honest, is if these were not saws. Like if you had this as something else, maybe even bumpers, or I don't know, maybe not bumpers, but but something that is solid. It would have made it easier to understand that you're not meant to damage boost. I guess it was because of the clouds and the platforms on the left side that kind of made me confuse myself a bit. Bugadu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, now we can grab things. And I'm bad. Oh, right, the springs. We could have grabbed, I think, a Wiggler with us or something. Or was it something here? Oh, you just had to go to get a coin here. But yeah, I think you're meant to grab a Wiggler with you. Because you can grab things with this. And yeah, they probably are meant to walk on this. And then you're meant to jump off a Wiggler. I will be honest, I didn't really have a lot of practice with the Mario Bros. 2 physics in Mario Maker yet, so I'm just making assumptions here and it makes it much more exciting. So I think, yeah, we grab one of the Wigglers, we let go of it just walks away, and we jump off of it at the very edge there, and it gets us across the platform. So that should probably be it. And right there, you actually need to be pretty fast. Can't grab a Wiggler because of the bounce. Oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah, you have to stand on something and crouch to grab it. What else can I grab? I can't grab stuff in midair, right? Yeah, so that means no snowballs. So what else can I grab here? Oh, wait, that didn't load. Oh, that didn't load. Okay. So you actually have to play this section pretty much as the level kind of intends to be played. Otherwise, that bonsai doesn't load. Something felt like it was missing in that case. And now it makes much more sense. Because I heard last time that you can surprisingly grab these giant things. And I missed. But yeah, surprisingly you can actually grab bonsai bills. Insane, but true. And I can definitely respawn that as many times as I want. Why doesn't it let me grab? I'm crouching and holding and pressing the button. Oh wait, do you need to repress? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm holding run all the time and just crouching and then expecting to grab it. I guess I need to repress it whenever I want to grab. This is new stuff. Yeah. This is new stuff. Getting used to new buttons, new thingies. but enjoying every second of it. Okay, need more momentum here, and here we are. Wow, I feel like some, like, I don't know, Hercules, whatever, some powerhouse right now. Look at this, Toad is just, but what do I do here? Should I let go of it right there? I guess maybe? Or wait, this indicator perhaps. The reason that kind of confuses me is because you're holding this way higher than the indicator actually is positioned, so... but yeah, do I maybe crouch and let go of it? Oh, you do. Whoa, that felt a bit weird to do. Okay, so you do crouch. I guess that affects the height as well. You can pick up snowballs from the ground. Oh, right, I nearly forgot about that. Yes, in snow levels, people told me that, that's a thing. That you can grab them from like the ground. I still need to test that out. Anorak, would you like a very hard level that will probably require hints, tips to beat? I'm estimating about 0.20%. Won't submit it if you don't want to. What kind of hard level? That is the question. There can be a lot of hard levels, but what kind of level are we talking about? Kind of wondering if I should maybe let go of the bonsai here. Oh, I dug the... Okay, that's one thing that I didn't actually like last time. When you let go of an enemy, it actually also prioritizes digging stuff from below as well. So like, in that situation, I would prefer it if the game doesn't also dig out the cloud when I let go of the bonsai bill. Not sure if there's like a different set of inputs to do that. But the way that happened, there was also a level last time from Team Yowie that I really didn't like how that happened. Kaizoish slightly tight jumps using the Super Acorn. Well, I will say this, I didn't see any levels using the Super Acorn yet. I'm not very good at the game, so I will probably mess up completely, but I'm really eager to check out a level using the Super Acorn. And since I did play New Super Mario Bros. U, I say yes, give it to me. I'll do my best, but I don't guarantee much progress in it, so feel free to add it. Oh, you can just press the button, of course. And you can walk on it. Stuff, things, getting used to new things. So yeah, you just press the button without holding down. And then you can do that. I guess part of the reason why I'm confused to getting used to the button inputs for this now is because mostly between like getting Mario Bros. 2 back in like this Mario Maker fashion and the original game, I kinda really got used to the physics in fan games. And the fan games kind of mapped the whole Mario Bros. 2 formula in one button, run. And here you actually have to duck and run to pull stuff out. So it's really a different set of inputs than what I got used to. So it'll take me a bit of time to actually not mess things up because of the inputs. Because I really had like a ton of years when I got used to other stuff with these things. But the Cloud Troll potential. Oh yeah, what? Why does that thing wake up? What? But yeah, there could be a lot of troll potential depending on how people understand the physics. That is entirely true. Yeah, definitely add. Definitely add. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that we didn't see any Super Acorn levels last time. I can actually re-grab this and, like, do stuff, I guess? The question is, do I need to? I just need to hold right here, don't I? Yeah, this is a hold right section. Just need to hold right and everything should be fine. But yeah, the Super Acorn, despite, like, not being as, I guess, inventive and unique as, let's say, the Cape, was still actually a pretty decent power-up. So I'm surprised that, oops, I'm surprised that we didn't see that power up last time. Oh, what do you mean level 2? Oh, you mean you want to submit a level? Yeah, you can submit a level, Ein. Just use exclamation point add, and since you're a sub, when I do sub next, you can also get selected that way. Or what do you mean? What? Super Mario Bros. Sections are holder. Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. When you don't have the power up. So, like this here. I wish there was like a better way to tell the player when a certain section is like basically automatic and when a section requires your full attention. Why am I touching that? I'm pretty happy the Super Acorn is here, and for the people who want to use the Ice Flower, just use the Super Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom. Oh yeah, the Ice Flower. But how would the Mushroom be similar to the Ice Flower? Like, I don't mind, honestly, that the Ice Flower is not in the game. We have so many different things to do now. But how would the Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom be any similar to the Ice Flower? Does it do icy thingies? I mean, it can grab snowballs, but it can't actually freeze enemies and stuff. So yeah, we have to hold right here. Okay, so technically it's not only Mario Bros. Sections where you have to hold right. This was also, Wait, what happened here? That was weird. I guess I wasn't meant to lose my power-up or something. But yeah, there I also got the power-up, so... Technically it also has Mario Bros. 2 sections where you need to hold right. But, what was I saying? About the Ice Flower. I know a lot of people were disappointed that it's not in the game, because they like the uniqueness of the power-up. But we really got a lot of stuff to work with now, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I think also part of the reason why maybe they didn't add it is because despite the fact that the Ice Flower is like probably unique to the new Super Mario Bros. U style, I can't understand this section here. Is you could actually add the Ice Flower to basically every single style, so who knows, maybe they will add the Ice Flower in a minor update to every single game style, because there were many fan games that actually added the Ice Flower to like Super Mario Bros. 3 for example, or Mario World. You can easily incorporate it to every single playstyle, not just New Soup. Oh, look at this, like this you can just do that. Yeah, there was a bit of jank there, clearly, because last time I lost my power-up by like a pixel, and now I'm not. With the Ice Flower you can freeze and pick up enemies. Yeah. But with the Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom, yeah, you can just pick up enemies, you can't really freeze them. so yeah, there are differences, many differences. What is this about? How do I get out of this little mess here? I guess you're supposed to jump off the shell while it's in the air or something, but how would you get it in the air there? Because when I tried to time it, it still didn't work. Oh, this thing! Oh, right. Okay. But you mean that jump can actually still reach? I actually thought that the jump was too small for that. Interesting. I really thought that the jump couldn't reach that. Hope I don't get damaged again. No! Okay, I really need to jump later there. It's 6 blocks high. Oh, right, it makes sense because, yeah, it's 6 blocks high because the normal running jump is 5 blocks high, basically, so that makes perfect sense. I actually was super blind on that section. Yeah, that's actually good game design by Nintendo because... Hold on! When you get damaged, you actually let go of the item perfectly. I did not know that. That is actually pretty cool. I thought when you get damaged by holding like a bonsai bill, that it like just kicks it off screen or something, but no, it actually lets go of it and just lets it stroll around. That is pretty cool. I like that. Hey, Steph! Welcome back, Team Yowie. The leader of Team Yowie. I hope I was not too early again. Come on. Yes! Okay. So charge jump, pretty cool stuff. Maybe like you're standing on the shell a bit lower when you have these physics, so I guess that's kind of what made me think that it's too high, I don't know. But this is pretty cool. I need to not forget the charge jump. It's basically what I need to do because it's like one of the probably lesser known mechanics in this style. Hey DJ, welcome. We have the third coin. have a key door. Checkpoint? Oh, Link section, right. Meowza. Link section? You know, I could just kick this thing upwards. Oh, so are you using the frozen coins as like indicators on where to go with the bombs? That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, the Link power-up was like so cool when it came out, but now so much stuff is in the game. The Link power-up is kind of like in our mind, but we also forgot about it because of so many new things that they added to the game. But let's face it, they really did a good job with Mario Maker 2 with all the stuff that they managed to add. I'm really proud with Ice Physics. I'm really proud with Nintendo on this. They did a good job with what they added to the game. Okay. No, I wouldn't say forgotten. It's just like, at least for me, it's like you know that he's there. You just can't remember him like all the time due to all the new cool stuff that was added to the game. But as time goes on, it's like everything will be equally cool. But the hype is now on all the new stuff. AZ-mon rolling down the hill. No one can say that Mario Maker 2 doesn't have enough content to be a sequel anymore. Oh yeah. I think at like the beginning of the game, people did complain about the lack of stuff. Probably due to like how they took out the mystery mushroom and other stuff. And I can totally understand why. It really did seem like it lacked content at the very beginning of the game in that regard. And probably in some styles, but now you can really kind of see now what kind of plan Nintendo had for the game, and they did a very good job at it. And you can really like see the difference between Mario Maker 1 and Mario Maker 2 at this point. Okay, so I do need to land on it. This is like one of the really annoying things when making these kinds of levels, not just for the player but also for the creator. It's not easy to give room for error for players, and as soon as you like do one thing incorrectly, it really doesn't let the player get a good idea on what the timing needs to be. So as soon as you mess up somewhere else, everything else doesn't really line up perfectly, and then you're kind of wondering, did I do something wrong, or is that how it's supposed to work and stuff like that. It's really not easy to make levels like this. And right there, I think I'm supposed to land on the shell, but it just doesn't line up despite me landing everywhere else. Oops. Damn it, Ice. This is 3-in-1, like those small cereal boxes. Oh, I mean the update, definitely. This is more than 3-in-1. This is more than 3-in-1. So I mean that one. What Tribal Tech? I don't think you have a level in the queue, do you? Let me check the queue. And this is not your level though, if that's what you mean. This is my time could be yours. But yeah, for the queue, you're not in the queue actually. Feel free to submit a level. Preferably a new one, because new level hype. Oh, so that's it. So I was actually supposed to jump a bit earlier than a bit late. What did I just do? I actually minimized all my windows. Hourglass is rating you in 30. Oh, thank you, Steph, for letting me know. Tell him I said thank you. Or if it's a secret, don't spoil the secret for him. I will say thank you when he arrives then. I wonder how he's enjoying the updates. I know for a fact that the update also allowed for some cool Kaizo tech, which he probably likes a lot. Like, you can use Mecha Koopas to spin on them repeatedly. Which is basically like what people did with bombs, so it's probably going to allow for some more uniqueness in Kaizo levels for people that like them a lot. So, there's basically a lot of cool stuff in this update for all kinds of Mario Maker players, and that's what makes it amazing. Oh, wait, we can grab these now. Haha. Okay. We can grab those things now. That was like a mini puzzle right at the end there. I like that. That was a nice one. Just teaching the player what they can do. That was a nice one. And I bet like as time evolves and people know what they can do with the power-up, that is like going to be much less of a puzzle. And I'm so bad. Oh my god. Oh wait, you needed the Link power-up. This is Iggy, and I heard rumors about Iggy that he's like a very fast shooter of all the Koopalings, and that seems to be the case. He just really sniped me there. I think that, oh, Kevin Kong, hey. I think the hats are also really good for Kaizo. The hats. Oh, you mean the thing in, the thing from, oh, I did have a checkpoint. From 3D World. Yeah, they're actually, I'm not gonna lie, they actually do work for platforming levels and Kaizo levels too. They really kind of do make for good, kind of intense levels. High difficulty levels. So I think it's really cool that they added something like that to 3D World, because I think mostly 3D World was kind of, I don't know, kind of like the baby style of the game. But now it really adds for some fun extra challenges. So can you also bump? Oh wait, he has a different moveset. Oh, that's so cool. So he does different kinds of jumps. It doesn't actually even follow you. Oh, Iggy is being very smart for like I don't know, a creepy looking Koopaling guy. Iggy is doing the smart. Can you defend this? You can. Awesome. Link is overpowered. Link is still overpowered. Despite Koopalings being in this game, Link is OP. So can you... Wait, he jumps. Hold on. Oh, wow. Link's shield is definitely overpowered. But damn, this guy jumps. Battling him on ice is really hard. I like this moveset. I wonder what other Koopalings have. If somebody has like a level with Koopaling bosses, or like a castle level with the Koopaling at the end, please give it to me because I'd like to see what they can do. Yay, let's blow it all up. Oh, the bot disappeared. That was a lot of fun, I loved the level. The only sections that feel like could use a bit of fine-tuning are of course the semi-automatic sections where it just doesn't line up from time to time. Oh, and speaking of Hourglass, look at that Hourglass bee right there. He still has the ninja hat on. And I did see that they added some new costumes that you can get. I think mostly when you're playing like Endless, which I don't really do. But that's pretty cool that they added more stuff to the game. That just makes more replayability for the game. And, well, cool idea. Good stuff. I'm really happy with this update. It was a lot of fun. How do I get sub level 2? What do you mean? You mean like tier 2 sub? Oh, that's just, you have to pay 10 euros instead of 5 for the subscription. And that's basically if you want to show more support instead of like a tier 1 sub. But it's basically all the same benefits, except you get an extra emote. And that's basically it. So it's just if you want to show more support, but it's not required. There we go. Oh, somebody liked my course. Thank you. Oh, well, that's the old version of the course. Oh, still works. So I noticed this thing troll in the title. Want to try my world? Sadly, no, I cannot play a world, but a level I can definitely play. So if you have a troll level, I can definitely play your level. Liverman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Let's complete it. 10,000 bits for... Oh yeah, it's just how Twitch works. Yeah, there are some bit emotes, and basically everybody, as affiliates, still got the bit emote slot, so we had to fill something inside of them. But the thing is, you don't actually have to give like a 10,000 bits or 1,000 or whatever for to get, like, you don't have to give the bits right away. You actually can stack them up. So it's like, it's actually a very well-designed feature on Twitch. Because when you, like, if there's somebody that grinds the bits over time for streamers, when they reach the limit, they actually unlock the emote. But I don't even see, like, if they didn't make it that way, if it was like a one-time thing, I wouldn't actually see, like, even big streamers getting that feature put to good use. Therese Suto, thank you for the follow. How do you check your position in the queue? Either you type in !Q or you type in !position, and you can check either. Okay, now we do a sub next.
Here we go!
And that's going to be Lumberjack. But yeah, both luckily have their own unique command now, and you can see the online position is the one that matters because offline levels are not played. I have a test level submitted, however I'm fixing it up more as of now. If you want to, you can give it to me. What kind of level is it, by the way? I would really like to know. I'm really looking forward to new levels, so definitely would like to give it a try. This level has 6 kilograms. That's a very heavy level. for a level. New hats speedrun. Oh, it's the new thingies. Let's speedrun using the new hats. Shoot indicators, gotta go fast. Okay. Which ones are we going to see? I think I'm yet to see a level using the Goomba hats, and I'm really, really eager to check that out. Oh, it's these things. Okay. These have 3 hits, and I really like the indicators on them that tell you how many hits they have. And it's 3 seconds. Okay. Well, wait, hold on. Oh, you have to get the last hat. Okay. But what was I saying? I would really like to see a level that puts the Goomba hat to good use, like a stealth level sort of thing. Why is there Z there? Oh, it probably just means that you have to Z in midair. I was thinking maybe it means long jump. It's so weird with 3D World because Z can mean so many things in this style. I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm not doing the right thing. Okay. Okay, so P means... Huh. Oh, well, jump. So P means shoot here. Oh, it does mean long jump. Oh, okay. So does that mean that you can actually shoot while long jumping? I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can. That is so smooth. Hold on. Let me try again. Oh, Owlglass coming in with the raid. Welcome, everybody. Owlglass, how are you enjoying the updates? Thank you so much for the raid. Whoa. The Owlglass. There we go. The updates are awesome, right? How are you enjoying them? I saw that you can put some of the content to very good use for Kaizo levels, so I bet that's some of the stuff that you're seeing. Like, you can spin on... You can spin on Mecha Koopas repeatedly and stuff like that for Kaizo style levels. There's so many different things. I bet you're getting a lot of hard levels like this with this gear in 3D World as well. So awesome. Did you start making World, by the way? Oh, Super Mario Bros. 2 shell jumping? Oh yeah, that's probably a thing, right? So how does it work? Do you just like have to let go of the shell and then yeah, I didn't even think of that too much. That's probably a very big thing now. How much tech did people discover with the Mario Bros. 2 physics? Hey Morpha, welcome. That is actually a cool thing to think about, like doing all the tech except using the Mario Bros. 2 physics. Despite me not being really a Kaizo style player, it's really fun to think about. Oh, I'm so dumb. You see that indicator right there? I actually thought it meant like get it into the pipe and not get it into the other pipe. Now I see my mistake. I found out you can midair with Mecha Koopas. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like you can repeatedly spin jump off of them, just like basically I think it was with bombs. And a lot of people actually, I think, posted about that stuff on Reddit and other places. It was really something that made me like think about how many Kaizo levels and stuff are going to be made with that in the future. But I'm really liking how this this new gear for 3D World works well for platforming levels. I probably shouldn't have wasted that. Oh, I did not have the wall. I think the first one needs to be just a normal jump right there because you have only 3 spins. Mecha Koopas are not fun, okay? There's a story there. Feel free to share, Morpha. Feel free to share. I will say this though, I find it very interesting that they actually have 3 types of Mecha Koopas. I definitely think you can jump that. Hitbox is so bad. Oh, hitbox stuff. Well, I wonder what actually is their hitbox. I really wish that like there was actually a way to like turn on some sort of debug mode or something in the game and just let the game show its hitboxes to you. Oh, I just need to jump right away. You can definitely make that. As wide as plants, height seems okay. What kind of plants? You mean piranha plants? That is a lot of smiles, okay. Oh, it's piranha plants. I wouldn't be sad if I never had to spin on one again. Okay, so that means that the bombs are the definitive item for Kaizo levels, but it's cool that it's still possible though. And what else did you say, Hourglass? Midair is like an awakened midair we had in Mario Maker 1 with more space to do it. Oh, you like know so many different types of midairs, it seems. I know there's like different types of Mario Maker 1, I just don't remember the names. But I definitely never heard about an Awaken emitter. That much I can say. So that's what I do. Oh, how didn't I touch it? I swear I heard a bump on the pipe, but I couldn't go in. And I guess this can also work without long jumping. But yeah, the first hitbox I thought about when you mentioned a Piranha Morpha is I thought you were comparing them to Piranha Creepers, which are by far one of the worst hitboxes in Mario Maker 2. Probably after maybe Spike Traps or something, I don't know. But how are you guys enjoying the... Yeah, especially you, Morpha. How are you enjoying the P-Balloon? Like, one of the first levels that I got was... Duo Kaiser, thank you for the follow. One of the first levels that I got was actually like a pretty precise level. Especially the ending was like really just spikes and the P-Balloon. And I really liked how well it controls, in my opinion. Like, having the P-Balloon, you can really do some precise stuff with precision levels, in my opinion. Like, it really is well designed. Compare that to Frog Suits, for example. I think P-Balloon is very, very well designed compared to the Frog Suit, because the Frog Suit, when you just like press once on the D-pad and then let go, it nudges you forwards like by 10 pixels or something. But if you do oh, I missed, didn't I? Okay, the cheese works. But if you do with the P-Balloon, you actually don't move much at all. I think it's just by a pixel or a few. And then you can actually like turn around with the P-Balloon without moving, and I think that's really cool. And it makes like using the D-pad and the stick basically universal, which is amazing how they handle that. But with this Frog Suit, it's like so different. Just tapping slightly just moves you a bunch of pixels, and I really don't like how they handle that. P-Balloon is a Koi. I haven't seen a good use for it yet. I really think that precision levels could like benefit from the P-Balloon. It just feels like it's good to use for that. Hugh Jackman, hello. If you get close with the visual model, you die. You don't have to touch them. You mean? Are you talking about the sprite of the P-Balloon? It's definitely a bit a bit weird to see the hitbox of the P-Balloon, because it's actually like the same as a normal Mario, and it's still like a very big sprite, so that's like a bit misleading. But once you get used to it, I think it controls really well, and that's probably the most important thing about the P-Balloon, in my opinion. Like, I'll be honest, I thought the P-Balloon was going to be the most janky new item out of all of them for some reason. I don't know. Like, I just saw a bouncy big thing added to the game. I thought, oh, this is going to be all sorts of jank. But no, it actually controls super well compared to other items, so I really like how it turned out. I mean the Spike Muncher hitbox. Oh, you don't have to touch them and visually... Yeah, that's really bad, how they made that in Mario Maker 2. Like, even after all the time that passed, like, deep in my mind, I'm still complaining about them, because, let's face it, Mario Maker 1 had overall the better experience with those hitboxes. Not saying it's perfect, it was better in Mario Maker 1, at least in my opinion. Of course, also it was worse. Like, I guess if there was a spike trap, I think in Mario Maker 1, when you were just walking here, you just had to like walk 1 pixel and die. That's much better in Mario Maker 2, but then they have different hitboxes for different kind of physics. So, I guess if they made like a hybrid version of a spike hitbox based on Mario Maker 1 and Mario Maker 2 stuff, you could get the perfect spike hitbox. I'm making a cool auto-scroll level with a P-Balloon. Nice, cool. Feel free to add it if you want to. I just hope that it's like not the slow auto-scroll or something, because that most of the time just doesn't work too well regarding the scroll speed. I'm saying that the Mega Koopas feel even worse to me regarding the hitbox. Yeah, I totally understand if that's the case, but I really didn't have too much levels with them to just get a feel for their hitbox. Did you play the Unamas from me showing... oh, I forgot about the timer, I'm so dumb. Showing that you can move backwards with it if there is a don't look back contraption? Definitely not. Definitely not. Do you mean with the pea balloon? Definitely not. Thank you so much, Ian, for the sub and for being here. Really appreciate it. See you on Wednesday, I guess, or tomorrow. Yeah, I definitely didn't play, I think, almost any Unamas levels since the update came out, so I'm really looking forward to seeing all the tech and stuff, so feel free to add whatever you guys got regarding that to the queue. Very happy to check it out. I guess I do need to touch the wall, just not slide off of it. Oh, so it still goes in there, okay. That's probably like the last moment that it could have gone in. I'll have to submit my Uno Mas Mitter another time. Uno Mas Mitter, interesting. Is it the Super Mario Bros. 2 Mitter or something else? Okay, you guys heard the bump there, right? And I was holding up. How don't you go into the pipe? That's so weird. You have to like have more momentum or something? It should only be position based. Or is it because of Mario Maker 2 pipes, so you have to like... Or just like upper pipes, so you have to be like in the middle for it to go in. I guess you have to be like perfectly in the middle to go into the pipe. Hence why the other style levels always have vines on those kinds of pipes, at least most of the time. Oh, speaking of which, one thing that probably is... how didn't I avoid that? I was actually holding right there. One thing that kind of goes... I held up every single time, yeah. One thing that kind of goes... maybe I noticed is that there's actually no vines in 3D World, I guess. And were there actually vines in the original game? I kind of forgot about 3D World, the original game, to be honest. Do they have vines in the original game? I guess kind of what replaces vines in 3D World is the fact that you can climb trees, and I guess they had like the climbable bows or something, so they had many other climbable objects that were not vines. So that's probably why they don't have them in here. I hear a bump. Like there's a bit of, I don't know, there feels like there's a moment where you still bump the pipe, but you can't go in it for some reason. And I swear, every single time I was holding up, I did not let go up for a single second there. Yeah, when you just have more momentum, it's oh, I have an extra spin. When you have more momentum, it just works better. Press up, not hold it. Are you sure about that, though? Because every single time that I went into the pipe, it was because I buffered the inputs. Oh, I'm still alive. Maybe. Well, maybe is not really definitive to me. And I've played old Mario games. Like in old Mario games, you held up. You don't press up. It was never timing based. Come on. Oh wait. But yeah, it was always hold up, so it just feels very wonky. This is like one of the things that feels wonky in Mario Maker. So I do that, I go there. Oh, you can bounce off of them and probably keep going. That's interesting. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. But then again, I really didn't have any experience with the with the bullet thingies yet. So this is going to be new. Oh, hey Kevin. Welcome. Whoa, there they are. I almost lost them, I guess. But yeah, I was always holding it. It was always holding the button. The thing is that in Mario Maker, for some reason they just made it really awkward to enter pipes like that, and I'm honestly not sure why. Like with Mario Maker, their main goal, in my opinion, with Mario Maker was to make physics more accessible for people. Like that was pretty clear. That was pretty clear with with how physics changed overall. Like, physics were way more restrictive back in old Mario games, but Mario Maker just makes them easier. And then we have the pipes, which are like so restrictive compared to old Mario stuff. Oh, that was my mistake. Compared to old Mario stuff, it's insane. Like in old Mario games, I guess not the oldest ones, but like I don't know. Let's say the worst possible thing. Let's say New Soup. In New Soup, you could enter a pipe like from insane distances, and then we have Mario Maker that's basically focused on its New Soup physics, and it restricts that so much. It's insane. There we go. I feel like I have another spin here, I'm just not using it. I probably need to long jump there, don't I? One thing I'm not sure about though is when you long jump, can you actually use the floaty thingy of that hat? Well, that's the thing though. When you play Mario Maker, it makes you think like up pipes are bad. But that's not the thing throughout the whole Mario formula. Like, play, for example, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Play that game, and you'll get what I mean. Up pipes were not bad at all, in my opinion, in that game. They felt decent, as far as I can recall. They felt very decent in that game. In this game, though, for some reason, they're not good at all. They're just super bad. Nintendo doesn't really do anything to improve upon that. Jump from the platform under the bills to start. Oh, from there. Oh, okay. But even so, just a curiosity question. Can you actually use the bullets after long jumping? I'm really curious about that. Ah, that's what you want me to do. Damn it. That's what you want me to do. And then we have this section goes in there. Okay. Yeah, can you actually long jump and then do that too? I'm really just curious about that, legitimately. I see you can do this with long jumping, but really curious about the charging bullet bill thing. And also no idea what to call those things yet. I guess the bullet bill hat is what they call that. Yeah, that's probably what the name is. The bullet bill hat. How does my timer work? You mean the fact that there's a timer going on each level? Well, mostly it's just for reference for me. I don't really have like a strict timer on levels, but I usually like tend to stop playing if I really see that that I'm not making too much progress. Which hopefully never happens. And mostly I end up taking most time on troll levels because usually they take longer than normal levels. But it never, usually on each normal level it doesn't tend to be longer than 15 to 30 minutes or something. Depending on the level difficulty, of course. But for troll levels it mostly tends to be like 30 minutes and sometimes to up to like 45 or an hour, depending on the stage that the level is made at. So it can vary. It can very much vary. But it's mostly just a timer that I use for reference on how much time that I've spent on the level. Oh, right, it's a mask. I guess head works too. Head can also work. And you need to be really fast, like that Potable is there to tell you that you're slow. Oh, they're considered boxes. Yeah, these are considered boxes, but the bullet bill is definitely the mask. You're right. I guess it's because I really am not too into the Mario 3D World lore, so to speak. Because I'll be honest, Mario 3D World is like, damn it, 3D World is like not one of my favorite Mario games. I know this is probably offending a lot of people out there, so I apologize. It's just 3D World is not one of the best Mario games in my opinion. It just seems, I don't know. I don't really know how to put it, but it didn't really get me interested too much in its all of its content, so to speak. Even though I did beat the game. By the way, you can wall jump with the Bullet Bill mask? Oh yeah, I remember that from last time. I definitely remember that from the last stream. Somebody actually put a level in that kind of indirectly taught me that, and I think that's pretty cool that you can do that. Also, as soon as you lose that hat, it stops your... Damn it. It stops your... what's it called? It stops your spinning. That is actually pretty cool. But I think I see where you want me to wall jump, although... It feels a bit too risky to do. Feels just that it could be easier to not wall jump, in my opinion. That's just what it feels like to me. Yeah, I think the Goomba is a mask. The Goomba is definitely a mask because, like, you're masking yourself in disguise from your enemies, like you're camouflaging yourself. And I think that's probably my favorite one because of its uniqueness. I'm really not sure if the original game had that. But I really like how the Goomba mask was added to this game because I'm still looking for some cool stealth levels. If somebody has something like that, I think stealth levels would be pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely need to long jump there, wall jump there. It's a must. Oh yeah, there's also the boomerang apparently in this style, but but I think the hats kind of draw too much attention from the boomerang. I really keep forgetting about the boomerang as a power-up that appeared from the updates because the hats just take too much attention for 3D World. Yeah, I definitely want to do something like that and then not die, but I think I have a plan. I've got a stealth level with a bad ending. I might change it to have the mask. Wait, what do you mean? You need to use the Goomba mask to have like a stealth sort of level. In that sense. The brand new ones are the Bullet Mask and the POW Box. Oh, you mean like the ones that were not in 3D World? Okay. So you mean the Goomba mask was in 3D World? I guess I kind of just forgot about it. Oh my gosh, how did I touch that spike? Doesn't make any sense. So it was in 3D World. I do not remember the Goomba mask. I think. I remember this thing clearly, like, I think this thing was honestly really overused in 3D World, the original game, like, the cannon thing on your head, the cannon box on your head, I think that was really overused in original 3D World, and that's kind of one of my things that I really remember while playing the game, is how they overused this thing, the cannon box. I mostly just remember, like, having levels where you had to beat Bowser or something, and then you would just take the cannon box and just destroy stuff. It just didn't feel like Mario to me. So that's kind of the reason why I thought 3D World was a bit too gimmicky at times, and when I say at times, it just feels like most times. And that's kind of the reason why I think adding it to Mario Maker was a good idea, because it lets people actually give the game some good attention and some good content. But the Goomba mask, I'm really curious to see some good levels with, because that's probably the most intelligent addition to the game regarding 3D World, at least for me. Oh, intelligence, most unique and interesting. And the Bullet Bill mask is actually also pretty cool. The fact that you can use like refueling and stuff, since it's new and stuff, I think that's pretty cool. This thingy is, as soon as like I saw this in 3D Land, it was obviously like based on the propeller hat from Yusu, so it's like, okay, they kind of added a way to add this to the new games too. So I never like was really interested in that hat, but the new ones are really interesting, really interesting. Now that I think about it, it's like in 3D World they actually in this 3D World here they actually kind of like added two Super Mario Bros. 3 power-ups. Now that you should think about it, both kind of like the Hammer Bros suits and both the Hammer Bros suits and the Boomerang Bros suits are kind of like Super Mario Bros. 3 power-ups, but they added them to 3D World just for more content, and it's really surprising because they kind of all belong to Mario Bros. 3, so it's really an interesting decision there that they made. And I'm actually yet to see a level with the Boomerang Bros suits. Didn't even see it in action, so needless to say, if somebody has that, feel free to add it too. Now about this level, I think it is well designed. However, the sections that I'm kind of struggling on are mostly, if you take out of account that I'm bad, are mostly I think at first it was like this jump here. Despite the fact that you can kind of get it ideally to work, it seems like it's a bit, considering that that the level has some indicators and stuff, I would definitely try to add a coin like at the bottom of the wall there to kind of tell the player how to jump, because honestly it seems like it's a bit empty considering how you have a lot of indicators in the level. So like add a coin here to tell the player where to jump from, because otherwise it kind of feels a bit empty to me. I don't know, that's kind of a bit how I saw that at first, so I'm just telling like my opinion on how I saw that at first, because I did get better at it. It's just I think that's kind of what took a lot of lives from me as I started scoping out the level. So it would really help, in my opinion, to give the player a more general idea what needs to be done. As for this section, I think this is pretty fair, and here it's actually pretty fair too. I'm just still getting the hang of controlling this power-up, and that's kind of taking a toll on my lives, so hopefully I get it soon. But yeah, honestly, I think that was the only bit like confusing area at first. Now it's just a matter of me now it's just a matter of me getting the hang of the new Bullet Bill mask, or what do they call it? Still can't remember the name. It's probably going to be just like red coins. Everybody's going to call it whatever they want to. Like, you know how red coins, some people call them red coins? How does that... Some people call them red coins, some people call them key coins, some people call them... pink coins, yeah. Pink coins are the official name. Nobody calls them pink coins. So I bet some of these hats are going to be in the same category regarding names. Damn it. Okay, the one thing that's kind of hard there is you have to let go and then repress just in time. The thing is, like, repressing the button basically also makes you start flying away to victory again, but also makes you bounce away from the mushroom, and that's what kind of makes me keep dying there. So that's what definitely makes it. is repressing it just in time. It just makes the timing much more difficult than it seems, basically, due to how the buttons work. So it's kind of like it seems easy, but it's not. Also, I just realized that I made this level harder on myself than it actually needs to be, because I was always wondering why there's an extra spin that I can do, but I can actually just spin right away and don't even need to jump. So that's one thing that I should have done all the time. And also a very small suggestion for that. Maybe you can add an extra spike here or something and extend the like the height of the ceiling. Thank you, Zeekster, for the follow. So that the player actually must do this to get down, because honestly, I think this should be required. Seeing how the player can also do like a ground pound to get down faster, because basically you just end up with an extra spin to spare, and it feels like that section could use a spin also, because doing it without a spin just makes it kind of unnecessarily difficult. And seeing how you already have the cat on your head, this just makes it work much better, in my opinion. See how that works so much better. And I was basically just seeing the arrows as kind of a means to indicate when I need to spin and when I don't. So I guess that's kind of why I didn't want to... Damn it. Oh, I made it. That's why I didn't want to spin the first time ever, even though I clearly should have. So like making it requirements, I think, would be much better. And still wasting so much time. Well, basically what I'm saying is I think it shouldn't just be encouraged to spin there. I think it should be forced. I think it would not just make the level easier. I think it would make it cooler. I think it would outright make the level cooler if you have to do that. Oh, you forgot to add the ad, Zeekster. Okay, there you go. Lol. But yeah, what I see here is that I probably need to do stuff much faster, because we had a whole golden pal section at the end that I was short in time on. So let's hurry. And what do you say, DJ? You need another controller? What's going on? You mentioned another controller in Mario Kart game. I'm getting a second controller. Nice! Awesome! Good to hear. Which one are you getting, DJ? If you don't mind me asking, which one are you getting? There's so many controllers for the Switch now that I think about it. Things were so different for me back then when I had less options to buy controllers. It's like, and I guess when the Wii was also a thing, because it was mostly exclusive to the original hardware. If you do want to get a new controller that's like not the Pro controller, the one that I would still probably recommend is, as people say, the 8-bit Do. I think SN Pro. It's just because apparently it has a much better D-pad than this one, so that's one of its advantages. And I think it also has like turbo buttons for those that want to use them, so it's also you can use. Hey Joker, thank you. Yeah, let me actually find you the link again. I should be able to. They have a website, so. And I think that's actually when you type in 8-bit Do in Google, I think that's like the most popular searched controller anyways. The one that I'm talking about. I think most people actually use that for Mario Maker. Yeah, this one. The 8-bit Do SN30 Pro Plus is the one. So I myself am still using a Pro controller because I don't really have any major issues with it, but the alternative to it is definitely that one, it seems. If you want to get third-party stuff. And I definitely did hear that a lot of people had issues with the Pro controller, so seems like a viable option. Hmm. We may need to spin earlier there. I do like how the potable is like a good indicator for how much time you wasted. Each time I'm like spaghetting so much more in this section with the wall jumps, but it's actually a very good way of telling the player whether they're succeeding or not, and I do like that. And you can like you can still keep going even though you kind of know that you failed, to just scope out the level. So it really does work well. Yeah, just a little disclaimer, DJ. I myself didn't use the 8BitDo controller, but I've just heard good things about it from other people, mostly other streamers on Twitch, and just a lot of people from the Mario Maker community in general. So hopefully it is as good as as good as other people say it is. But overall, it does have a better D-pad, as far as I've heard, than this controller. So if a D-pad is an issue, then that'll definitely be a good controller to get. But lately, I think a lot of people have complained like about the durability of the Pro controller for some reason. I don't know. And I think this one never had issues with that, so hopefully that's the case. Damn it, I was getting closer. Okay, you need to fly just all through the level, so that way you don't waste any time. First pipe shot lines up. If you bounce off of the first bounce platform, you don't immediately wall jump. Huh? I think this overall saves time if you spin there. I think it saves time. I spun instead of dashing. It really is not easy to get used to these new thingies. I really need to get more levels and practice this stuff. New controls. Really takes a bit of time to get used to it. I guess that's like part of the reason why Nintendo always like babysits people like with their levels. Like it's kind of like Nintendo always takes it slow when teaching you new mechanics in their levels in their games. Whenever you like see a new item, they always take it so slow just so you can get used to the mechanics and stuff in the levels. So that's kind of probably why you don't really mess up so much in Nintendo's games, because they really like take it super slow, even when some people might not need to go so slow. They take it super slow with each item to teach you how it works, and that's just something that you can't do with Mario Maker because you're just making one level, and you expect the player's skill to be already developed. So it's really hard when something new comes out like these items, because you expect the player to know how to use them. How am I so bad there? Okay, have a bit more time, and I think that's the ending. Just needs to be a bit faster. But I think making Super Worlds is definitely going to help a bit with that, because overall Mario Maker is just very different to the standard Mario formula because of user-generated content. It's just Super Worlds are really going to help a lot, because the major issue with the Mario formula here was always how each level is isolated and you don't have enough space to work with designing basically like a game experience with them. But now, when you're going to have Super Worlds, you can take a more, let's say, traditional approach to the whole thing. And the always kind of thing that was lacking in Mario is kind of introducing the player to in Mario Maker. It's kind of introducing the player to your mechanics slowly and giving them time to improve and room for error, so they can actually kind of become hardcore and powerful with whatever you taught them by the end of the world, your world. Subo, hello. I don't think I ever gave you my newest level. No, you definitely did not. So feel free to add it. If I remember correctly, the last level that you gave me was months ago, and it was a fantastic troll level that I really enjoyed playing. So feel free to add. There we go. Damn it. Okay, in all honesty, this is pretty hard to control. Even though there seems to be like a lot of space, like the gravity and everything, and the timing, really not easy to do. Really not easy to do. Especially like in the, let's say, is the second, right? Is the second section of the level. Yeah, in the second section of the level. Or third. Yeah, third section. Really not easy to do. Feels, even though it's clearly not as tight as it seems, it still kind of feels tight to do. You should also give him your non-sus if you have time. Sounds interesting. Oh, you mean the non-suspicious setups? I just realized what you're talking about. Yeah, definitely that too. I now know the meta, so I'm ready. Give it to me. But yeah, definitely can play that too. The thing with the non-suspicious setups is when people started sending them to me, I actually did not know what the meta was, so I had to look up the original levels, and finally I know what the idea behind those is, so I will gladly check them out. How often do you stream? I stream 3 times a week, mainly. Sometimes bonus streams, but those are mostly rare. But yeah, 3 times a week. Mario Maker I stream once a week, which is every Monday. And I always do viewer levels. Usually it lasts 5 to 7 hours, the stream. It's usually either the afternoons or evenings, CT. As for other streams, on Wednesdays I stream Mario Strikers Charged for the Wii, which I play online with viewers or do tournaments. And on Saturdays I basically stream random community games or sometimes playthroughs, which I announce on my Discord what they're going to be. But sometimes, depending on the situation, I can also do Mario Maker or Mario Strikers Charged on Saturday as well. Like for example. Last week the update came out, and because of that I decided to stream Mario Maker viewer levels on Saturday as well. Yeah, mainly 3 times a week is how much I stream. But yeah, the non-suspicious setup levels were definitely something. I'm surprised how Carl really loved them. Like, out of all the, let's face it, out of all the people, I think Carl was the one who loved them the most. It was just something about, there was just something about non-suspicious setup levels that Carl had a soft spot for. At least that's how I got it when I watched the VOD. So he just really liked the idea of a non-suspicious setup level. And long story short, then the nonsense setup competition came to be. And I think that was pretty funny how he liked the original levels. There was just something special about them in his card. How didn't I enter the pipe there? Heck. Yeah, I really want to complete this level because I feel like I'm failing more than I should, and it's not the level's fault. It's mine, but I think most of the stuff that I mentioned still stands, though. Like here, you just regarding the first time the player goes that way, you really should like give some sort of indication on what needs to be done, because it seems a bit too empty in the first blind playthrough. But now I just, of course, know what to do there. And the spikes still kind of seem like they're a bit tight considering how far they are in the level. Even though all the Mario Maker masters out there probably would not agree. I still think this is pretty tight, especially this part here and this right there. It really gets a bit tight, like considering what you're doing and how you're moving and how far you are in the level. It just feels a bit tight. I don't know. That's how I see it. But at the same time, considering how these spikes work in 3D World, it's probably not easy to make decently sized spike gaps in this style, because they're so big and it's not easy to move them around too much. My non-suspicious setup is really dumb but funny. I wonder if there's any 3.0 non-suspicious setups. Like, is there any new thing from the new version that people have found that they can basically spam to cover up a pipe to CP1? Like, is there maybe a way to use all the 7 Koopalings or something to cover up a CP1 pipe? Could that be a thing? Oh, and regarding the non-suspicious setups, there's like a very bad news curve on that, because you can no longer use clown cars with launchers to cover up a pipe after this update, and that's really sad. But then again, there's so many things you can use to cover up pipes, it seems, and that's exactly what non-suspicious setup levels teach us. So they're there for their purpose. That's actually, now that I think about it, it's like Carl knew. It's like Carl knew that they're going to patch out that feature from the game, and he just made the whole community ready to find new ways to cover up pipes for CP1, so that we can get over the fact that we lost the easiest way to cover pipes and stuff. What do we get on version 2? It was Link. It was like the legendary update, but I think there was more stuff. We got spike balls, we got spike. We got snowballs, we got pokies, we got more stuff. It wasn't just Link. Link was the star of the update. No questions asked, but it wasn't just Link. I feel like that update was basically something that was so useful for the game. We just kind of got used to all the stuff that it added. We just take it for granted now, but it really added a lot of useful stuff. Like, there's the spike balls now. Like, it's really rare not to see a level without a spike ball nowadays, I would say, because they're so useful for the game. How am I so bad at this? How am I so bad at the bullet bill? I just can't get used to the bullet bill thing. I don't know why. The power-up doesn't work well for me. Seems to be literally the only reason why I'm failing. Oh, that is not good. The only reason why I'm failing this level is because I can't get used to the physics of the bullet bill. It just feels very hard to get used to. It's a very, very fast hat, and it's not easy. I think the part where, like, I'm basically messing up with it, it's not its horizontal speed that is hard to handle, it's gravity. Like, it's not even the bullet bill, it's just how gravity works in this game. That's what's hard here. You fall insanely fast when you stop rocketing. And it just makes it so hard to react for the next thing to do. Really, really hard. Especially because when you're not rocketing, you have so little horizontal movement, but when you are, you're just moving so much horizontally. just makes it super hard to get used to all of that. At least for me. Yeah, especially this section right here. The way I would kind of translate this section in my head is you have to hit the perfect center of those two spikes. There's no way you can kind of improve your movement there, because repressing the button that fast is really not an option with this head. So you have to basically set yourself up on the very beginning of the section, like right here. You have to set yourself up in the middle somewhere of these spikes to estimate to be like in the middle at the very end, basically. And what that basically means is like the way this section is laid out, there's a lot of gaps in between them. But the way it actually is when you play the level is these spikes are actually much closer than they seem, because of how the section ends. Since you need to be here in the middle, like right there, see? Otherwise this spike hits you. And what I'm trying to basically say with that is either make the whole horizontal section right there so that it doesn't have any spikes moving slightly up and down, or just give me a little more room on that little ending section there where I need to just slightly fall down and reposition myself. Just give me a little more room to work with, because like this, I'm always either going to hit this spike or the bottom two spikes, because there's not too much room to work with. So just either move that last spike upwards, or move the bottom two spikes more lower and give me more space to work with, because it really seems too demanding to do. And honestly, I really didn't think that section through. Like, I really thought that I was that I had to do better there, but now that I think about it, it just seems like something that's also kind of to point out in the level design. So it does seem easy, but it's actually something about the level design too. No need to apologize, no. Just I just think that it's not easy to point this out while pausing. So yeah, either move this one upwards and then work something out here, or move these two like a block down. And I think that could fix this section, honestly. I think that could fix it. And then try to fine-tune whatever that creates with the rest of the level. But I think that could help make this more fair, basically. Because otherwise it just feels like you're doing like a narrow gap of spikes due to how you have to position yourself to get through there. Because repressing the button just in time there is too tight and very demanding, so I think that's kind of what's happening right there with the difficulty. There's a very big curve on the difficulty right there. This section though is actually fine, and right there it's yeah, right there at the end. I think the vertical fall is kind of what's a bit hard, because you have a lot of horizontal movements and you have to slow yourself down right away when you're falling, and then you're falling so fast and you have to react just in time, and that's kind of okay. It's just, I think when you're falling to the side, maybe move like the bottom three spikes. Why am I pointing with my hand? Maybe move these bottom three spikes just like a block to the right, and that way you can kind of make it a bit more like a quality of life thing, you know, less that you have to react just in time, because it's just more readable, and I think that would work much better. Other than that, I think this could be okay, unless maybe you're also willing to move these spikes like one block lower, which could also be fine. But other than that, I really think it's fine. It's just get good. Oh, look at that. I'm basically in the spikes that I didn't die there. Mr. Quaglama, hello. Oh, we have 12 levels in the queue? Oh my god. Okay, I promise if I don't clear this in the next 3 tries, I will move on to the next one. I really have taken my time on this level, but mostly the reason is because I really felt like something wasn't right there, and I knew that I wasn't doing too well, but at the same time, it felt like something was wrong also, because I should have started making a bit more progress, and I think it's basically because of how difficult this section is behind the scenes. So I'm glad that I could point it out. But eventually, you can definitely get that, even though it's tight. But yeah, 2 more tries as promised, no matter what. And I definitely still think that this is a good level. It really teaches you, well, how to use the 4 hats. The only precise part is like basically right there. It's just too demanding for that section, so definitely try to fix that a bit. And as I mentioned, this first part here, because for the first playthrough, it's just going to be very blind for the player to know what to do, considering the design of the level. And also, I think I mentioned something about this spinny thingy. Yeah, just like if you make the first spin mandatory, it's going to work better. But I really like the rest of the stuff that you did. Like the P fire indicators work really well in my opinion. Something that I really didn't point out since the start of the level. You can really understand what they mean right away. Like it took me no deaths whatsoever to understand their indicators, and that means that you nailed the level design. And whoops. Still getting used to the power-up. And the Podoboo is really really good because it lets you know whether you've made good progress or not. So that's something that I think is really well done in regards of what this level is trying to be. And I also didn't notice the 1-ups at the end. So it's good to also have 3 1-ups for the player to collect if they get this in Endless. It's good you're basically beating it. Okay. But yeah, wait, did I just give it more tries than I said? Okay, this is the final one. I got carried away in talking. And there we go. But yeah, I really do like the level, honestly. And I did give it an hour, oh my god. Yeah, sorry that it took so long. Usually I don't really take so long in levels, but it's just that, as I said, I felt like something in the feedback was missing, and giving it more time just helped me figure out what I wanted to say about it, so hopefully this helps. And I appreciate that you're taking the feedback well. That's one of the most important things when people give feedback to levels. Conversation too. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's something that people kind of forget when playing levels. You also talk a lot, and there's raids and stuff. So yeah, that can happen too. All right, we're going to be doing a random now because this is the queue order for people who didn't know. No, there's a rules command right there. So random pick is the next, and then we do another normal next, and then sub next if there's more subs in the queue and stuff like that. Rooftop abuse is next according to the random pick. And speaking of talking, I'll probably get a drink of water now because I'm thirsty, and then start Rooftop Abuse's level. And also, that was a very well used wear sunglasses channel points reward, because that was a long sunglasses session. So nice job. I think that was Ayn who redeemed that. Yeah. Nice job. Okay, Cannonball cards. This sounds interesting. Ludwig. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, be right back with water, and looking forward to Ludwig. He's my favorite Koopaling. Okay, so let's see what Ludwig can do. I'm really curious about this. He was like always the overpowered Koopaling who was basically just meant to kind of be the most responsible to replace Bowser. He was always the one who could replace Bowser before Bowser Jr. came into the franchises, of course. Cannonball cards. Ludwig has seen you riding many items, and he wants you to ride cannonballs. Does that mean that we're going to use the Mario Bros. 2 item to ride cannonballs? Let's check it out. So yeah, I still haven't seen Ludwig in any levels. I have no idea what his moveset is. Really looking forward to this. It does mean that we're going to ride cannonballs like that. Awesome. Yeah, we can just ride them normally. That is pretty cool. And this level looks like it's going to be a very traditional one too. Really looking forward to that. Have big coins too. Nice. Do I need to even duck there? Nope. I can also grab them. Oh, you fall right away. Do you kick them like that? Oh, okay. That means that I can't really smuggle anything here very easily. Well played. Oh, they go up diagonally, okay. There we go. Aha. This is pretty cool. I like this. Very nice use of the cannonballs for this, for these physics. And our checkpoint already, nice. Oh, they fire over there. So we have to run. That's a big jump. Okay, that 30 coin though was pretty free. I would move that somewhere to be like difficult to collect and more of like a secret coin. But that 30 coin was basically free for like a secret in a traditional level. Bomb. Okay, I was thinking of like grabbing it, but I wasn't sure if it's still going to. If it was still going to like continue blowing up or not. Not sure if you grab a bomb with Mario Bros. 2 physics if it like stops blowing up or something. Oh, new door sound effects, right? That's why you can't hear doors. Oh, really comes close to you, doesn't it? Parachutes are like so unpredictable. Really hard to predict parachutes. Okay, that's fine. So far I actually have one complaint about the level, and that's it kind of feels like you really forced the main gimmick of the level through most of the level. Like the cannonball jumps are basically what we see up until checkpoint 2, and then you kind of introduce two different gimmicks all in one room. And what you should basically do, in my opinion, is try to introduce either bombs or saws along with the cannonballs in one of the previous rooms to just like give the traditional level a bit of room to grow as time goes on. Otherwise, it just feels like you're really forcing it in that room. So I think that's something you should try. And right here, the camera is really bad for this. Really bad. I wish Nintendo didn't have such a bad camera there. That's Usting Guy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, and feel free to submit your level. Oh yeah, this camera is definitely not good. If you have like maybe a way to make these cannonballs be lower on the screen, so we can see more, that would be much better. Because basically we're just seeing like 1/3 of the screen or something, or half. Yeah, 1/2 of the screen while going upwards, and that's a very bad scrolling right there. Considering how these things move, actually, maybe this section would be better off being like going from top to bottom instead of going from bottom to top, because with vertical auto scroll it really makes it hard to see what's coming upwards, considering how those things move. So maybe you should swap from being like climbing the tower to climbing down the tower with them, because it just makes it really hard to see what's coming. And basically the whole section down is just not used at all. So maybe swapping the idea would be better, because you basically just had to make those sections much easier to anticipate, just to make up for bad camera. But if you try to reverse that, I think this could work much better. That was probably a secret pipe, wasn't it? Damn it. And yeah, you even had to use indicators, and indicators are actually something that I think is not really used in traditional levels, at least the way people think. And that's only because you really have like a lot of room to observe. You have a lot of room to see what's coming, and the player can kind of get their own general idea on what's going to happen. So you really like don't rely on the indicators, you just rely on the level guiding you kind of by its subtle self. And that's why I think you should try to flip your design in that section. Because it might let you design it in a different way without the need to use indicators, but rather the player's judgment. But overall, yes, this is definitely a good idea for a level. I just think in that section, it could be done better. And oh my gosh, we have Ludwig. What is he doing? He's just firing these spread shots. I do remember him doing that, I think, in the previous games. Hey, Wind, welcome. So he does big jumps while rushing through the air. Is that because of the Muncher, or does he always do that? Huh. But how do I damage him? You can't grab Munchers, right? Wait, do I have to damage him with cannonballs? Is that a thing? Can you do that? Huh. That is pretty cool if that's a thing. That is pretty cool if that's a thing. Oops. Okay, hold on. We need to grab and then run. We need to grab a cannonball and then run away. I will say this though, even though it kind of feels like it's adding an extra challenge to the room, I really think like you could have used slow cannonballs for this room, or either that, or you should have like added a separation between each cannonball just for the sake of quality of the level. It just feels like it would have been better. Either use slow cannonballs in the whole room, or add a separation between each fast cannonball, just to make things function more simply. And I think it would also make the room look cooler, to be honest. So let me figure out how throwing works. I don't really dabble with throwing yet. If you just press this, it's that distance. Okay, how do you throw farther? Is there a throwing farther thing? Or shorter? So even if you press down, he just throws the item. Is there a farther throwing thing that I can do? This is me just basically figuring out how the throwing physics work. Nothing more. Ludwig can wait. No, he always throws it the same way. What? I really was sure that like Nintendo would add some sort of distance-based physics for throwing. Like, I don't know, that you can... it does hit him, nice. That you can like run or something or hold a specific button to get a bigger throwing range, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. No, he always does that diagonal down, bro. Yeah, it did always work that way, that's true, but it's, I just thought it would kind of be like a Mario Maker thing that they add two different ways to throw. Oh, so as you damage him, he does more shots. That is intelligent. That is a very good way to design a boss. Progressively get harder. I mean, sure, other bosses kind of do that too. I guess, yeah, Bowser Jr. fires faster, I think, when he gets more damage. And Boom Boom, like, when you get to the third shot... That was random. When you get to the third shot, Boom Boom, like, starts going all crazy, but this is just a much better way, in my opinion, of handling that. Yeah, right here you can see kind of that the fast cannonballs just make this awkward, so I think having slower cannonballs in this room would be much better off. I guess it's because the Muncher here is just inconveniently positioned for the moment, but you can kind of see what I mean. Oh, Lemmy is the one that makes the balls. Okay, I didn't see him in action yet. If somebody has a Lemmy level, it would be pretty cool. 500-second timer is good. Definitely is, yes. For this length of the level, it definitely is, because I did die, so that's a good length. But yeah, as I mentioned, really recommend that you flip your vertical section, because as it is right now, you're basically just wasting potential there. due to how Nintendo programmed the vertical camera. So just like make it climbing down the tower instead of climbing up the tower, and I think it should work much better. Other than that, I think my only big complaint was how you placed the 30 coin. It was basically free, so just find a place to kind of like hide it a bit. So it can feel more like finding a secret rather than just getting free coins. And other than that, I really don't think there's anything to complain about. I think just those cannons, if they were slower, I think that's basically what I mentioned. But yeah, the level is pretty cool. I like the gimmick. I like how that works with the Mario Bros. 2 mushroom, and how you really combine that all together with Mario Bros. 1 to like get a good feel of traditional level design. So that's a pretty cool thing there. I like how you handle that. Game over music is there when you are in Super Mario Bros. 2. The game over music. What was the game over music there? Okay, I think I remember it, but how can we find the game over music? You mean when you game over in Endless in Mario Bros. 1, but you have the mushroom? I think you wouldn't get it because you already lost the power up. That would also mean that you would get like unique music for Link. Does Link have unique music for game over? Like I never remembered seeing that. Oh well, I just popped in to say hello. I appreciate it, Wins. Do you maybe have some new levels? You can also submit them if you want to. Completed. Woohoo! Don't know about Link. Yeah, if he doesn't, then this is very unlikely to be the case. Like if you fall in a... Yeah, that's of course the case. If you fall in a pit. 13 levels. Maybe I should close the queue because I want to finish each one of them and it's already pretty late. But yeah, after this one I might close the queues because 13 levels is a lot, especially for Troll Level Day. Let's go with the next one.
Here we go!
Yeah, I will close it after this one, just giving everybody a heads up because it would be rude for me to close the queue right away without giving anybody a warning. But I just noticed that we have 13 levels, so just staying safe regarding time. Okay. We have 7 HGs. How do you call that element in English? Hold on. I know how you call that in Croatian, but English. Periodic table of elements. I was about to like make a joke about the HG being in the title, but now I'm really curious about something fairly random. So let me just kill my curiosity here. Mercury. Oh yeah, very strange name for that element that you guys have. Oh, you even know it. Nice. Mercury. Yeah. We call it like this in our language. So very very different names. Bullet Rush Speedrun by Noria Musha. Do we see a response from Noria Musha, by the way? We need a response from them to know that they're here. And Tyler T, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Is Noria Musha still with us? I see some beautiful pixel art in this level, by the way. It looks pretty cool. Bullet Rush Speedrun Mario Bros. 2 World 1-3. Oh, this has to be a full game. Oh, they don't have a Super World uploaded. I imagine this is going to be Super World someday, though. And this is 30-second speedrun level. Trust the level. Hopefully we can. But are you still here? We need a response from you, otherwise I can't play the level without being able to give you feedback on it. Oh, too bad. Okay, this is kind of some missed potential here, in my opinion, because when you have pixel art in your thumbnail, one of the things that probably not just me, but a lot of people like to do is check out the more info section to see like the whole pixel art right here. Especially if you have like the pixel art a bit clipped away like this. So I would recommend if somebody has pixel art in their levels to just find space in the overworld to place it, so that people can just like check it out like this. Otherwise it just seems like wasted potential for the level. So, Noria Musha, are you here? Please respond. We need the confirmation. And I think you have 30 more seconds to respond, yes. Ha, the more I know, the more you know, the more you know. Be right back. Why can't I scroll the chat? What the heck? Be right back, going to shop back in 15 minutes. No worries, Steph, no worries. Team Yaoi can wait. And yeah, we have 13 wacky levels in the queue. Quick question, are the 3.0 levels uploaded not show up in the profile? What? What do you mean? You mean when you upload 3.0 levels, they don't show up in your profile? I actually am not sure. They should show up. Like, you uploaded a level. They should show up. They should normally show up on your profile. I didn't upload any new levels since the update came out, but those people that did, I think, didn't have any issues. But I did hear about some random jank since the update was out, so it could just be... It could just be some random jank. People that had random issues when the update came out, I think just tried to restart the game, and then all the random issues just stopped occurring. Okay, I think this person is not here. I remember some people on Reddit posting about some random issues since the update came out, like stuff like what was it? Oh yeah, they were trying to do stuff like grind first clears or world records, and whenever they got a world record or first clear on the course, it just didn't give them the notification anymore. And then they restarted the game, and it started to give them notifications again. So it was just some random jank, I guess. So maybe try to restart the game and see what's up. But yeah, there were some weird things going on since the update came out with this servers, I guess. One weird thing that I think a lot of other users noticed is ever since the update came out, the game forced me to the game basically just locked all comments on my courses, and it forced me to re-enable comments on my courses again for some reason. I don't know why. That was a thing. Oh yeah, I know that you're here. I only ask if somebody's here if they don't really actively chat or not, if they're lurking. Flaming Z, a thrilling lava chase with the super acorn. Oh, this is the one that you mentioned. Okay, let's see how far I can get. Block outline means Z boost. Oh, so you mean when you float down. Or no, Z boosting is, hold on. Oh, Z boosting is when you I see. Okay. It's not floating down, it's the other thing. I actually didn't know that that's what you call Z boosting. So you have to float, you have to Z boost from over there, okay. Yeah, comments are locked. If that's what happens to you, go to your settings, and right here, this is probably what happened to you. Like, this is probably sent to disable for some reason. That's what happened to me. So just go to settings and allow comments on my courses again. For some reason, they seem to have just disabled them for everybody after the update. They just wanted to make it a default thing. So, I don't know why, but just go there and re-enable them. Okay, one thing I don't remember is what the controls for this thing are. I think it's when you press ZR you can do that. Because fun fact, I think, is I actually played played mostly with a Wii remote when I used that. Oh, Kevin, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. How was your stream? I don't have any mods here today, damn it. I need to do all the shoutouts myself. How are you doing, Kevin? How was your stream? How are you enjoying the update, by the way? Alright, the floating, yeah. So float and then Z-boost. Yeah, I float with A. Okay, I need to just remember the buttons and stuff. Because it's been a while since I used this power-up. And as I said, mostly I've used the acorn and all the power-ups from NewSoup while playing with Wii remotes. And when you're playing the Wii remotes, you just have very, very different controls than when playing with this thing. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. How was your stream, Kevin? How are you enjoying the new updates? It's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool stuff. Oh, you have a level too, nice. You're actually just in time. I was just about to close the queue after this level, so thank you for adding that. Oh yeah, this guy can cling onto walls. I remember that. Oh, people are probably like making some really intense levels. Yeah, this is probably one of them, where you had to really time those wall clings and stuff, because that really wasn't used for basically anything. I think in the original Mario, New Super Mario Bros. Games, since they were not really based on the power-ups themselves, but just like gave you free traditional movement through the courses. So I bet people found so many different ways to just force you to wait with the power-up and time stuff. Yeah, we have 4 online levels. Let me actually just close the queue right now because that's a lot of levels. So yeah, if anybody has any last minute submissions, do them right now, please. Do them right now. Okay, I want to scope this out. I think I just jump over that guy right there, or I ride the thing back. Yeah, I'll give it like 2 more minutes, but I need to close the queue so I can get to all of the levels. There's a lot of Mario Maker hype, it seems. One thing I can't figure out is how to do the jump from the Goomba to get back up there. Oh wait, jumping from the Goomba probably resets my my boosting thing, so I can boost again, right? Yeah, there's a boosting indicator right there. So jumping from the Goomba actually gives me a chance to boost again, even though I already boosted. Okay. I think I understand you. Because usually when you cling on a wall, I think it doesn't reset your boost. But it seems when you jump on an enemy, it resets your boost right away. I totally forgot some of these old things. I haven't played New Super Mario Bros. U, the original game, in like a while. Basically, like since it was in the center of attention. So, thank you for reminding me of the old mechanics. I'll be in dinner. Please don't remove it. I will do my best to call your name if you happen to come up. If I select you as a random pick, I'll let you add it back to the queue. Because random simply can't be controlled. But yeah, if you end up being the random pick, I'll definitely let you add it back to the queue since you let me know. It's really hard to get that bounce from the wall. Maybe I should just wait for the Goomba to walk to the other section or something? Well, yeah, I think what that's telling me is to wait a bit, but then I end up hitting that spike. Okay, something is wrong there. When I jump from the wall, it's kind of like pushing me away too much, and there's no way to control the momentum there. Oh, wait. What if I spin from the wall? What if I spin from the wall? Hold on. What if I spin from the wall? Guys, we're doing science. Yes, we spin from the wall because it gives you less horizontal movement for some reason. Okay. Finally using my old dusty brain. Let's go. And right there, I also glide down. Okay, I'm digging this so far. This is cool. I'll be lurking for a bit. No worries, Wind. I appreciate the lurk so much. Just being here is support. Oh yeah, dinner for sure. It's like it's actually 11 p.m. for me, so I'm surprised that some people are having dinner. But then again, time zone stuff. Yeah. What time is it for you, by the way? I don't think I ever asked. Yeah, I bet this level is much longer than I anticipate that it is, but I think what I've seen so far is actually pretty fun to figure out. As for what I actually did there, I think I want to actually try to touch that one way right away instead of float to the right, because when you do that when you do the what's it called when you do that boosting with the acorn suit, you actually can't float anymore. It doesn't let you float anymore, so that was my mistake right there. It doesn't let you float. Kingdom Cool, welcome, thank you for the follow. It doesn't let you float, so you just you're floating, but you don't glide anymore. You float but don't glide. So I think from here, maybe I'm better off not touching the wall there, because I kind of can't reach it. And I think I can reach that right away. So maybe what that's telling me is to grab the one way. Then maybe it allows me to oops. Maybe it allows me to float from there down, escape the thwomp, and then cling back on the thwomp to go back into the pipe. Or to go into the pipe. But I think maybe that's kind of what he wants me to do, because that can, I think, activate the thwomp. Then I go down and do stuff. So yeah, hopefully that's the case. Oh, Switch is, has been changed to now represent my Switch friend code. That's only if anybody submits a multiplayer level into the queue, you guys can add me as a friend, so we can play that together. Because multiplayer levels are also allowed to be submitted to the queue, provided that you guys can play them with me. It kind of feels like you can make it, but I don't know. One thing that I'm really like torn between here is I can't decide if I want to go for the one-way or if that glide can actually reach the wall. It kind of feels like the design of the level lets me kind of go for either one of those. So I think whatever the solution is, it should be more restricted. Yeah, feel free to add it to the queue. I was actually just about to close it, but feel free to add it. It'll probably be the last level of the day then. So yeah, add it to the queue. Oh right, you can still twirl when you're in this state, so that will help me reach the wall. Okay, that changes things. In that case, for that section over there, I would recommend that you make it more clear that that's what the player has to do. Like, this arrow is basically kind of already telling the player that, but then again, I would definitely try to do something else also to kind of let the player know that they shouldn't try to go for the one-way at first as well. Like, maybe add some sort of spike just below the one-way or something, so that it's harder to get to it, and therefore the player kind of indirectly goes towards the bottom wall, because it's a more viable option, if you get what I mean. Yeah, when I get your level, your multiplayer level, we will play together. You'll just need to be very patient, because there's so many levels in the queue today. It'll take a lot of time to get your level, probably. Unless maybe you get picked as a random level, but if you do have a multiplayer level, just add it to the queue. When we get there, we can play together. Do not use a spin jump off the wall. Do regular jump and twirl twice. The one way will not. Okay, I did hear about the one way, so that's kind of what I was giving you feedback about earlier. But do not do a spin jump off the wall. It feels like if you don't do a spin jump, it doesn't work, because it just sends you all the way to the left. Oops. It just sends you all the way to the left, so when you jump off the Goomba, it ends up basically getting me hit by the spikes on top. So without the spin jump, it feels just like I can't make it, basically. I'll try to show you what kind of experience I'm having here. If I jump normally, like, look how far that sends me. There's no way for me to escape the spike on top there. If that spike didn't exist, maybe I could have made it. But with that spike on top, it just doesn't seem like it's a viable option. However, when I spin jump from the wall, it just lines up perfectly. So that's why I'm trying that, because the level seems like it was designed around that mechanic. Because if I like have to twirl to position myself after a normal jump, it feels like the other jump would be better off doing. Since you always want to do like the less complicated thing. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just the way that the level design turned out. It just feels like a lot of people would end up going for the spin jump instead, because it just lines up perfectly, or at least it kind of feels like it lines up perfectly until you get to the later point of the level. I really wish I would be able to glide there. Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is, it feels like it is a better option at first, but then later on it just barely misses a height. And what I find troubling there is how it feels like you can make it, and you just barely can't see. Like, it really feels like you can make it, and there's not really a clear difference between using a spin jump there and not using it. So I would try to like force the player to use the jump there and what you wanted the player to do instead of this, because it really doesn't seem like there's a clear difference between using your route for the level and the one that doesn't work. It just feels like it can really confuse the player, and that's definitely what it did for me. So what you also mean is that the 2 coins are actually meant to be twirling indicators, is what you also mean. And that's something that I really didn't interpret them as, because coins usually are just like made to be like, I don't know, generic, in these kinds of levels at least, coins are basically used as kind of like jump here sort of indicators. So I really didn't observe the coins as twirling indicators. But since you did point it out in the description, I did see the what's it called, the P-switch block markers as do that boosting thing, indicators. Okay. The queue has been closed. Thank you for the submissions. I will get to all of them in time. Just please be patient. There's a lot of them in the queue today. And let's see what we have. Okay. We have how many actually? Yeah, a lot of levels. 14. Let's see. Let's get to all of them. They're supposed to be where you... I feel like I should be pausing when I reach out on this level. They're supposed to be where you land or where the Goomba is. What exactly do you mean? What exactly is supposed to be where I land or where the Goomba is? Okay, that was bad. I think I'm forgetting to twirl though. But yeah, that kind of twirling part right there is really something that feels missing. Like even those 2 coins are definitely something that I would never see as twirling indicators. It really basically is the only thing that kind of makes me confused at why you would use a jump instead of a spin jump for that section. So I really think you kind of need to basically not use indicators when you want the player to do something. You just need to build your whole level design around what you would like the player to think that they need to do. And the upper section really feels like it was built around using a spinning wall jump right here instead of 2 twirls after a normal jump. So you should really just try to reconstruct your level a bit so that it works better for the other option. Because as soon as you like present your player with more other options that seem to work better at first even than the other one, the players are just going to try to use them, because that's normally like how games work. They try to subtly lead the player towards solutions, and that way it's just the player just starts to lean towards those solutions and doesn't let go. There we go. Wait, what do I... Oh, you have to wait for the thwomp. Okay. Equals death. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have a lot of death in this level. But yeah, I really feel like you should just slightly, and I mean super slightly, reconstruct the top section here, because even that slight reconstruction for this section could mean basically night and day for what the player wants to do. And like I can't stress that enough. It could really benefit this first section, because I really got so confused with what to do from that wall, and it changes the idea of what I want to do in the level so much. And redesigning that section could help a lot, instead of just relying on kind of indicators that the player is expected to read. When let's face it, the indicators could be basically anything. Okay, that was bad. But yeah, now that I'm doing what you told me, it's really it really works well, better. It's just I feel like that's something that I should have intuitively tried to do from the get-go, if you get what I mean. Oh, he can still touch me. I'm bad. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. You just need to wait on the wall like some sort of ninja, and then jump straight to the launcher. There we go, there we go. See? Easy. Wait, what? Hold on. He slid down. How did he slide down? Oh wait, did my clinging timing run out? I forgot that was a thing. No way. So yeah, there's like a temporary time at which you can cling on stuff, right? That's what happened there. Oh man. There's a time limit, so you can't cling on stuff forever. So yeah, there it is. So what I want to do is just jump, and then jump directly to the pipe. This, oh my! Ground pounds into the pipe. Yeah, that is what you do, except for the dying part. Yeah, there's like a temporary clinging time, right? That's what kills me there. I'm actually genuinely asking because, as I said, I didn't use the acorn suit in like ages, so so playing a platforming stage with tight timing on an acorn suit actually does require me to ask some old school questions about it, because I'm kind of forgetting the fundamentals of it. Ah, I didn't twirl. But yeah, you can only cling for how many seconds? Is there somebody that knows stuff about this in the chat? Can you please tell me? Too high. Should've just gone in the pipe though. Who knows what's in there? How long can you cling on stuff? How long is the time? Pineapple lava? About 4 seconds, but I think the main thing that I wanted to ask is when you cling from wall to wall, it doesn't reset like it doesn't reset the clinging, the timing for your cling. It just like damn it, I didn't want to troll. It just like keeps counting is what it does. So when you cling from wall to wall, eventually you could just fall down. Basically like Celeste. Like if anybody has played Celeste, this just reminds me of that. You just you lose your clinging time if you just don't touch the ground again. Is what happens. Like I never used to analyze these things with so much depth when I played the original New Super Mario Bros. U. But now that I have levels like this, it's just you have to give it attention. So any information would be good, because currently I'm just making assumptions. Welcome back, Mr. Meowie is back too. Nice. You guys are in sync. You guys are definitely in sync there. Yeah, this actually now really reminds me of Celeste physics. This edge grabbing right here. I was standing on it and pressing down. What the heck? Okay, ground pounding actually seems to be a better option there, even though it stalls me for a second, because when you're floating down with that thing, it's so slow. So slow. Oh yeah, that is game jank. I touched the pipe, we all heard it, and I didn't go in, despite having pressed down. Okay, if this was New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I would be in the pipe right now. We would all be happy, but we all know how Mario Maker pipes exist, and when you're on the edge of the pipe, you can't go in, and that's so annoying, but that's a thing. Oh my god, let's go, let's get into the pipe. There we go, oh my god. I hate Mario Maker pipes, I just hate them. What the heck is this? I really didn't know what to do here, like, float or something, but I actually tried to press the button right away. It's just that it didn't respond for some reason. I guess I hold A as I come out of the pipe. Maybe that can automatically make me float. I just really don't know if that works that way. Like, I'm assuming that that's like sort of an automatic setup right there. If you float out of the pipe, it just works or something. Because you're way too big. I think it varies from game to game, Steph. Oh yeah, this is automatic right here. That is very deceptive for a level like this. Like, when you make hard levels, you shouldn't make something that's way too easy to do when you know what to do. That's so deceptive. Thank you for the follow, Chaos King is cool. But right there, you just need to hold A when you come out of the pipe and it works. That is not good design, in my opinion, because when the player gets there the first time, they're just not aware of what's coming. There's no breathing room. And once you know what to do, it's super easy because you literally just hold A as you're coming out of the pipe. You don't even need to press it with good timing. You just buffer the inputs. And why am I jumping there? And you succeed automatically. So why do that? It's just like unfair to the player who explores your level for the first time. Doesn't really make too much sense. Like, in my opinion, when you design a level, you should try to make the experience, like, this is going to sound a bit ridiculous, but when you design a level, you should try to make the experience so when the player plays your level like blind, they should find it easier to get into it than when the player plays your level after a few attempts. So, like, they should only kind of start being aware of the difficulty once they explore your level. But at first, it should seem doable. Like, they should be allowed to kind of assess the situation. You shouldn't just throw them into a room and then have them die only to be allowed to check out what's coming. And I think that's kind of something that a lot of Mario Maker level designers in Mario Maker kind of really miss, because a lot of levels are basically just kind of Kaizo levels, which really are based on the complete difference of design in that regard. But yeah, I didn't answer you about the pipe, Steph. So I think the most accessible pipes were New Super Mario Bros. Wii pipes, as far as I remember, because there you could basically, like, it's kind of a bad comparison, but basically you can enter a pipe from like the very last pixel of it. And here you have to be in the ideal, basically middle of the pipe to go into it. It's so many. There's like such a big difference from there. And yeah, forgot what I wanted to say. But that Goomba is burning. Poor Goomba. Oh, TNS, yeah, sorry that I didn't say hello. I was talking about so many different things. I did see you come in. I completely forgot to say hello. Hello, TNS. Sorry about that. Sorry, don't cry. No. Sorry about that, TNS. Yeah, sorry, I was talking about like so many different things all at once and giving feedback about the level. Completely forgot to say hi back to you. And could you agree that Super Mario is a physics game? Well, Super Mario is like... I guess basically it's every game has physics. Every game has physics in it. Basically, almost every game is based around some sort of physics. It's just I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. This one is definitely has a lot to do with its physics. It's just the most important thing is to know how to make well-designed levels, and that's something that people are struggling a lot with in Mario Maker. Open it. Oh, yes, please. Are struggling a lot with Mario Maker, making well-designed levels. Like, lately I've been watching a lot of videos on game design, and I'm very surprised with how much depth there actually is. Not depth, but depth. How much depth there actually is in level design in old Mario games. Like, there was a very, very, very detailed video about 1-1, like the level that people take for granted and just make cheap remakes of in Mario Maker. No offense to anybody. There was a very, very detailed video about 1-1. Terrestrial, hello, smile, 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 please. No, not much spam, please, but smile. And I was honestly super surprised, like for somebody that has very much, a lot of knowledge about old Mario games and has also made levels and fan games himself. I was very much surprised to see how much actually, let's say, hidden design choices there are in 1-1. So I'm honestly very surprised because Nintendo did an amazing job with Mario Brothers. There's so many different things that they had to teach the player because really, when you're making a game, one big mistake that people make nowadays when making Mario levels, when making anything, when making any game, for example, is they assume, okay, I think the reason you can't enter that pipe is because the lava is covering it, is they assume like that every player that plays whatever they play is they have to have like a lot of knowledge about the game or about whatever, and just kind of think about whatever is used in their level as common sense. But Mario Brothers 1 is like really done a good job of teaching the player all the mechanics about it and stuff like that without actually doing any without using any text. Like all the tutorials were just with the level design. That was amazing. I love 1-1. How yeah, it's so amazing. I should probably link you guys the video that I'm talking about, but it's really amazing how what their intentions behind 1-1 were. And are you still in the queue? You can check. Just type in !Q if you want to check that you're still in the queue. Yeah, I'm just hoping to see more of this level because I want to give more feedback on it. I don't expect to beat it. It's just that it's so wonky to kind of get through this first section. I feel like some stuff in the first section could really use some fine-tuning. And the problem with hard levels, and why I don't really play them too much, is like the harder your level is, the harder it is when like the design is not yet like when you're making hard levels. If there's something that doesn't really feel like it's finalized yet, it's that much harder to work around it while playing the level to get feedback to people, because it's just harder to like play around it, basically. There's nothing. There's the queue. Just click the link. Click the link on the bottom. But if you want to see which position you are in the queue, just type in !Position. Come on, I'm clearly touching the wall there, and the guy isn't clinging to it. Like, that doesn't make too much sense to me. Your position 9. Your position is 9 in the queue. Yeah, there were a lot of levels flooded into the queue, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, this is just too tight. Like, considering how when you jump, you almost end up always at the bottom of the spike there. That is a very, very tight jump right there. You have to be like in the middle, because if you're on the top, the thwomp hits you. It is actually a very tight squeeze in there. The gray one is a sub? No, I think the gray one means that you're online or something. I don't think that means a sub. I think the way they mark subs is there's a check mark next to them. Nothing else. There's no like color coding or anything. But yeah, this level really feels like it wanted to be a hard level, and it is trying. It's just that as soon as there's something that really feels like it's out of place a bit, even a bit, it just changes the pace of the level way too much, and it gets hard to kind of get over it. And that's the thing with when making levels with only one path, only one way to play them. Basically, Kaizo levels. As soon as something doesn't really feel like it works yet, it really gets tedious to just test them. Basically, the reason why one of the reasons why I'm not really a fan of playing Kaizo. And also the reason that most people associates shell jumps and stuff with Kaizo levels. It's just super, super hard to have consistency with stuff like this. But I also do not deny that that I'm bad at this game. That's also a reason. Okay, I will give this a few more tries because it's been a while, and then move on to the next level. A precise jump level? No, I would call that a precision level. I mean, it depends on the precision type, but usually when you have very precise jumps with like no, with like slow precision is like basically precision level. Yeah, I really don't see this going much farther. I know a lot of the stuff that I said about the level feels like nitpicking, but I kind of looked at a lot of... I kind of tried to look at a lot of depth behind the design and the level, and I think that fine-tuning this would benefit the level a lot. Because as I mentioned, when making levels that require like really a lot of fast reactions or just more precise movements, it becomes that much of a difference when something doesn't feel like it's finalized. It makes more of a difference when something doesn't really work well yet. And that's why when somebody makes a traditional level, for example, if something can either be cheesed or if something doesn't work too well yet, it doesn't really mean much of a problem because you can easily try to find a way to bypass it because traditional levels like give you different ways to play them. Now right here, this wall, it's like it's made out of, I don't know, out of ice or something. And I'm not blaming the level here, most I'm just blaming how the physics are so weird. Oh, Makimo! Welcome! Thank you for the raid. How was your stream, Makimo? Hello, oh, Pixeliosh, welcome! Oh, you were playing Minecraft, nice! How was your stream? I'm surprised, honestly, that you weren't playing Mario Maker because the update is out. Did you check that out, Makimo? Did you check out the update too? How was your Minecraft stream, by the way? I'll be honest here. I didn't actually play Minecraft yet. So how was your stream? Can you tell me a little bit about the game because I'm a noob when it comes to Minecraft. Please tell me. Stream went absolutely awesome. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Awesome. Welcome to your also squad raid. Squad raid. Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody. I'm glad to hear that your stream went well. We're all about Mario Maker here, just enjoying every second of the update. And I did close the queue with very good reason though, because we have like a ton of levels in the queue. So sorry about that. I really apologize. And it is pretty late, so I really can't risk reopening the queue. But thank you so much for coming here. And I hope you had a lot of fun with Minecraft. And everyone else as well. And please, if you want to tell me a little bit about the stream, Minecraft is like one of the games that I really wish I knew more stuff about, and surprisingly I didn't get into yet or check out ever. So hopefully you can give me some info how the game works or how the game plays and stuff, because I would like to know. Yeah, this section doesn't seem like it's too bad. It's just the first section kind of just, I don't know. The first section just really made me not get through the level. And now I'm suddenly getting it. But I think now that I'm kind of rethinking my thoughts on the first section, it also feels like that position of the wall up there just doesn't work well. Like, you saw how the physics work? Sometimes they just slide on the bottom of the wall. Sometimes I'm too high and hit the thwomp. Like, maybe if you expand that vertical wall where you have to cling by just one block, maybe that could fix this level, I don't know. It just feels like that is too precise to do. And basically the reason why I have to start over every single time. Other than that, I think I basically just mentioned it over and over, so you probably got the idea of what I would like that that could be different in this level. Honestly, I think it's pretty good, but there's so many subtle things that could make make a hard level not easy to not work well. So it's like, hopefully that feedback helps there. And I definitely don't expect to beat that, by the way. I expect that it's like a very long level with a lot of difficulty, so I did not expect to win there. So let's mark it as a skip. How am I doing? I'm doing wonderful. Really enjoying the new update. The gameplay of Minecraft is pretty simple. If you play in vanilla, you mine, you craft, you explore, you fight monsters. Oh yeah, that one thing I never like got about Minecraft is how there's like monsters in the game. I always thought Minecraft was about just kind of like Lego, just build stuff, find stuff, build stuff, and like create amazing looking buildings and stuff and worlds of all the stuff that you can do. But I never understood the part where there's monsters in the game. But yeah, I'm really a Minecraft noob, so I always felt like it was about time that I asked somebody about Minecraft because I really do feel like a noob about Minecraft, and seeing how it's been getting a lot of popularity over the years and it's now basically a very, very popular game, I really felt like it was about time that I asked somebody about it. So this seems like a good time. Next level.
Here we go.
And that is going to be Kevin Kong's, I think, Trollable or Unomas. I forgot which one this is. MXG. I modded in modded Minecraft. It shifts a lot more in focus. You have to make your world sure your world is lit up, so at night you can survive better. Also, it's also about survival. I see. That actually sounds very interesting about survival. Spawn based your light levels, so caves are dangerous, but you need to go in there and get resources. That sounds really interesting now that I know that it's more about survival. I always saw it about like more of a constructing game, and basically like raising your civilization or something. I don't know. And just like showing off cool stuff that you build. But that's pretty cool that this also has a survival aspect. The hot garbage vaults. Okay. Explore this temple to find the hot garbage vaults and steal its shinies. Let's go. Seems like a new level, so maybe it has some new gimmicks as well. New items, I mean. It's a ripoff of Solier. What's that? Okay. I did that to myself. This is also an auto-scroll level, just realizing. Aha. Oh, okay, maybe we're not dead after all. Nothing? Can't you just do a dive bomb here? Does that kill thwomps? Oh, it can't. Oh yeah, genuine question, does a dive bomb kill thwomps? There's something up there. Nothing up there, nothing up there. That's a vine. Why is there a what? Oh, sunglasses? You want me to be even more blind? Just kidding. There's a vine up there for some reason. Could I have made that go down if I hit it from this side with a cape? What could have go down for me? Well, I can always do this. Oh! Wait! That was a nice one. There's two kinds of models in Minecraft. The creative mode, where you just focus on building, and... Oh, okay. Now that makes more sense, because I always saw Minecraft, as I mentioned... Oh, it breaks it, okay. I always saw Minecraft as kind of a creative game, rather than a survival game. So I guess maybe the survival kind of came in later or something, as people became more aware of the game. Because I always saw the game as more of a creative game, based on what the idea of the game was. Okay, that works. I was a bit confused about that first section. There was also a vine out there, so I really wasn't sure what that was about. But it seems that I did everything correctly, so... Oh, we have new enemies, and that doesn't kill you, surprisingly. That's quite a hitbox, Nintendo. Okay, why are you firing down? You should be firing up. Okay, is it random? Hold on. Need to check the RNG in this. It's random. Isn't it? Oh yeah, this is 100% RNG. He fires like a few degrees differently like every single time. Like the general direction where you are seems to be what you control. Good to know. Oh wait, I forgot to get my thing. Need to restart. Creative came after, really? That's interesting. I would have expected it to be vice versa, honestly. I would have definitely expected it to be vice versa. Recently, I heard in a video that somebody like compared Minecraft to Terraria, and Terraria always seemed like a more action kind of game to me. Like it had monsters and stuff to fight, and I was surprised about the comparison because now it makes sense since you said that it has a survival aspect to it. So I kind of said that Terraria is basically like 2D Minecraft in a way. And now it makes perfect sense because of the survival aspect that it has. Terraria is nothing like Minecraft, okay. I mean, I don't know, I just heard about it in a video. And I think it was a pretty old video, so the game's probably changed their main focuses ever since then. Okay, you can't stomp it from there. And that actually makes perfect sense for me because, let's face it, this is pretty far for his hitbox. Why is there shiny up there? Does he like jump out or something when I go up there? Okay, I didn't know what I was expecting to happen there, but sure, why not? Whenever I hear that sound, brrr, I expect that it's like a magic coupon that is going to transform these blocks for me into something else. Okay, now I need to get sniped here. Let's go. They use the same magic sound effect, so it like feels that it's going to transform blocks and stuff into coins, etc., etc. 2005 just called, they want their topics back. Yeah, I really found like a lot of cool videos about programming and game design lately. Mostly videos from like 2013 or something, but still really cool videos. So it makes sense that some of them are outdated, but they're still discussing very cool topics about game design and stuff like that. Yeah, we can just deal with that. Yeah, Minecraft always seemed like an intelligent game based on the idea of it. What? Wait. That is the vine that I was sensing at the start. So what does that mean? It just says no fire flower? So wait, does this mean that I have to go through this section? Or does that mean that I have to use the starting section? I guess it means that I have to use the starting section, right? The one way those kind of confuse me. But how do I get up there? I tried at the start. Did I miss the hint? I think the hint kind of happened and then I kind of just missed it. Is what happened. Yeah, I saw that you don't want the fire flower, it's just that there never was a fire flower. Or am I actually grabbing the fire flower at the start and ruining everything? Okay. I might understand what just happened there, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I understand now, hold on. I was grabbing the fire flower at the start every single time without realizing that you don't need it, damn it. But how do you survive this? Oh, it becomes automatic. Oh my god, okay. I'm getting some Chichiri vibes right here. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Yeah, this is the same feeling like when playing what was it called? Twilight Princess, except kind of, in this situation, it kind of, there's not as much focus on the first power-up in this level as there is in Chichiri's level. And that's kind of why I didn't really interpret the hint as much, because there's more focus on what? There's more focus on the Link power-up in Chichiri's level that kind of uses similar mechanics than in this one. So you kind of just forget about getting the power up in the first place, and it takes more time to just understand the hint, in my opinion. But I also need to enter a pipe here, I think. Oh, it's a door. It was a door. Okay, did I want that mushroom? I guess I did. Oh, I wanted to go up, didn't I? Ah. Already got damaged. Wait, I wanted that to hit this thing. Or do I just go up? I can't reach, can I? Uh-oh. yeah, just barely can't reach. That is a good one. I almost didn't play it sometimes in 2B, 2T to set up? What does that mean? 2B, 2T. But yeah, about forgetting the shroom, I think there's no way to get it. Makimog, because normally that would have been broken down there using the spike ball from the start, but it doesn't appear anymore. So this was the way to go. And plus we get the mushroom right there. But yeah, the shinies are definitely not what we want in this level, because so far 2 shinies have killed me, and I'm collecting a shiny right now, so probably not the best idea that I just did. Okay. Unless, yeah, that actually works for some reason. Wow. Okay. So only like if the muncher maybe is on the far left, he doesn't interact. So he interacts more with the. I probably didn't want that, did I? I don't know why. With the seesaw. I do see some tiles below the checkpoint, so maybe we're going to see some twice going on in this section. 2B, 2T is a server with no rules, meaning complete anarchy. Also, there's like different servers with different rules. Okay, that Minecraft is a very big game. Okay. What? Okay, I'll just keep this. Thank you very much. What do you do? Is Snake friends? Oh, Snake wanted to trap? Fish. Fish is not friend. Snake wanted to trap me in there. I guess I'll blame the launcher, but damn it. Okay, I definitely feel like a major twice is coming here, because look at this. There's a semi-solid. There's breakable blocks. I don't know. It feels like something is coming in the near future. Okay, so shiny is going to be free. Oh, that can still kill you in Mario Maker 2. I actually don't see that occurring so much anymore. Like, when you had those Shelmets in Mario Maker 1, it was like almost everybody used them as a means to kill the player for some reason. I don't know. That's at least the idea that I got. But no longer like do I see levels use shells to kill you like that. The spiky part of them, at least. So it's just I completely forgot that works. Okay. I do want to put that on. 2002, sorry I closed the queue, there's so many levels in there, need to get to them all. I'll be back with Mario Maker next Monday if you want to add levels, but right now the queue is closed, but you can still watch if you'd like to. And I'll probably have a multiplayer level at the end if the person is still here, so you might be able to participate in that. But yeah, every Monday I stream more of your levels, so you can definitely submit then if you'd like to. I would never do that. Oh yes, you would. Death Star? Death Star? So in order to get the Death Star, you have to not have that Shelmet. We are not worthy of the Death Star. Oh, it's all the new features. Yeah, you give me everything that I want, and we're dead. Oh, but he has given me everything that I want. It's 3.0 in a nutshell. that is 3.0 in a nutshell, guys. And I'm actually surprised we didn't see any. Oh, I didn't get it. We didn't see any bad boss fight levels yet, like, you know, boss rush levels. We didn't see any boss rush levels where we have to defeat like Koopaling after Koopaling in a very obscurely made room with just a key door. Like, I don't want to encourage people to do bad things. I did it again. But surprisingly, I didn't see any boss rush levels in that regard yet. Okay, let's say hi to 3.0 again. Hello, everybody. Oh, wait, can you escape this for some reason? Oh, you can escape it. Of course, there's nothing here. Oh, you can escape the hot garbage express. Nice. And the Angry Sun is here for some reason. Hello, Angry Sun. Oh my god. Yeah, we've survived the hot garbage that is 3.0. Now we can play it smart and actually, how do I play it smart here? Oh, just get hit? Where can I actually get hit? Hold on. How do I get hit after breaking that? Oh, fish! Fish is friend. Guys, we were wrong. Fish is friend. Fish are actually friend in this level. Sorry, fish. Fish actually is friend. Even though they sniped me at the start, fish is actually friends. Death Star. It actually is. It actually is a star. It has the certified Death Star. Oh, it requires you to go here. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I love this. I love this choice here. Oh my god. That's actually pretty cool. Combining like a bit of hot garbage with a good troll level is actually pretty cool in that regard. Let's go. Yeah, I wanted to go into the pipe, but I did something very dumb. You can do that without the star. Are you sure about that? I'm not sure what I had here last time. Yeah, I guess you can do that without a star, right? Oh, you can't. Okay, there's a way to not to, and that makes perfect sense for a level like this. I'm not sure what Roy normally does, and I think I just didn't want to do that at all, did I? Why did I jump up there? I guess because Roy has like a taller head or something. What? Wait. So what if I went down there? Why was that wrong? Hold on. I want to see why that is wrong. He should have the same hitbox, right? He should have the same hitbox as the other Koopalings. I need to check what's going on with that setup. Like they're all made to have the same hitbox, is what I'm thinking. They shouldn't have different hitboxes. Why would they have the same hitbox? Why not? Why would Nintendo need to make this game any more confusing for the player? Oh, that was Ludwig with his golden hair in this style. Oh, I love that. I love how he had like golden hair in Super Mario World. So yeah, guys, am I gonna risk it or am I just gonna get sniped here? Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, hold on. So we can walk through. We can walk through like who was that earlier? We can walk through. I think it was Iggy. We can walk through Iggy, but we can't walk through Roy for some reason. Why is Roy not our boy? Why did Nintendo make such a stupid choice? Or is it because of the contraption below? Because the last one, I think it was in a clown car. This one could just be like, this one probably isn't in a clown car or something. And that could be why the hitbox is different. That could just be what's going on there. Yeah, I just didn't remember which Koopaling it was, not because I don't know their names. It's because I just forgot which one he put in there. Not because I don't know their names. Does this really take that long to drop down? Last time I felt like it took long. I guess you should shorten that a bit, in my opinion. Just getting out here is enough to drop down the bomb immediately, in my opinion. Oh, okay, we have a bit of a choice here. Obviously, we go down. I kind of knew that I should go down because you can kind of see, you can see the whoops, you can see that the bottom of the screen is kind of clipped a bit, and that means that there's some out of scroll shenanigans going on. So it kind of tells you that you can expect something. Okay, what? Excuse me? Wait. I did the thing, but I didn't find the fire flower. When Meowie? Meowie, you mean raid Meowie or level Meowie? Oh, you should type in position, Steph, so it can tell you where you are in the queue. Oh, hey, Liqueto, how are you doing? What is going on? Oh, Steph, you are next. Your level is next. And about Ty too, you've been here for a while. Everybody has. The queue just fills up very fast. I kind of feel sorry, but it's out of my control. You guys are just eager to send me levels, and I can't blame you. I enjoy every second of it. How did I lose the power-up last time? Did he snipe me or something? I don't know. Okay, we have our equipment. Let's find out what's going on in these totally unsuspicious caves. Okay, this is actually, wait. Did I get CP2? Guys, my memory fails me. My memory fails me, hold on. This can either be CP1 or CP2 because I don't know if I got CP2. Okay, we are either at CP1 or CP2 because this is reminiscent of CP1 because look at this platform, look at these blocks. It's either twice or CP1, and my memory seems to fail me, so let's see what's going on. But if it actually is a twice and I didn't get a checkpoint somewhere. Oh, wait. Guys, I think I know what's going on. Assuming that I didn't get a second checkpoint, I think I know how we can crack this code. Hold on. Oh wait, this is Wendy and she's making these things. Oh my gosh, it actually works. You can totally get hit down there. You can totally get hit down there. I'm glad to see that that Wendy is staying true to her original self and using the weapon that she always has. Nice job, Wendy. And she can definitely spawn multiple rings at the same time. That's good to see. I'm glad how they made the couplings. I'm very glad with that. Kill me, kill me! Yes! Okay, if this is actually CP1, then I think I have a slight idea on where CP2 is. It isn't CP1. No, CP1 was... You can't have these blocks broken at once. There's no way. No, it's not CP1, it's CP2. And there's an on-off switch here because of the CP thingy. No, it's actually CP2. Okay. All the stuff in my mind has now been rendered pointless. Oh, Robbie. Suddenly Kirby? What? What do you mean with Kirby? And what the heck is going on here? Do I need to jump and believe? I think I need to jump and believe. And you realize that this is CP1, you've been using CP2 since the beginning? That works too. Oh, the Defender has like 1,000 plushies, I mean. There's bound to be one that's Kirby too. I wouldn't blame him. I would definitely not blame him. What? I don't get this section. This is a bit weird. I don't get what this is about. Right here. Is Robbie referencing some sort of, I don't know, meme or something that happened on Defender's channel? Because I don't seem to be up to date. Just like last time you gave me a level, which was probably like a channel meme or something about Defender, when I was not able to watch his last stream. So feel free to update us on the information though. What is this about? Why is this awkward jump here? I'm missing something. Something is not right. Something is definitely not right here. I see Reynolds blind emotes. Okay, definitely doing something stupid. Hold on, let me observe what this shiny P-switch actually does here. Wait, since when was there a fire clown car in this room? Hold on. Okay, the emote is appropriate. Okay, the shinies did their job. The shinies did their job. I focused so much on the 3 1-ups. I actually didn't see the Fire Clown car at all. I'm not lying. The shinies drew my attention so much. Both the shiny P-switch and the shiny shinies that I actually didn't see the clown car at all. I'm not lying. I actually didn't acknowledge the clown car at all, so yeah. Well played. Oh, it's a P-balloon. What happens if you're in a clown car and you get it? Well, that question has been answered in the best possible way. Nice job. So you can't be in a P-balloon with a clown car. We can't be in a clown car with a P-balloon, it seems. What do you mean, lol, bro? I didn't know that's how it worked. And that's what the level is here for, to teach me that in the most trolly way possible. So you can't be in the clown car with a P-balloon. I'm actually surprised because the clown car is like big enough to fit a P-balloon in there. So I just... Come on. Or do I just do this? No, you have to... Oh, you have to have the clown car. What is this upper section for? we got the shinies at least. So I have to dodge the P-balloon. And then get the clown car across. Yeah, thank you for the lurk, Mackie Milk, and for the raid, by the way. Thank you a lot for the raid. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Is anyone not having him on the screen? What do you mean, DJ? You mean you can't see the stream for some reason or something? Okay. Oh, there's the P-switch. I was wondering where that was. So, why does the P-switch only trigger later there? That was a bit weird. You have to go up, okay. The stream is crashing. That is all on your end, guys. As far as I can see, I don't have any dropped frames or anything. Let me check what, well, let me check if there's any stuff on the down detector about Twitch. Because I don't seem to have any issues. I know the Twitch had scheduled maintenance, but it was earlier today, it wasn't right now. Okay, so Twitch had some reports back when they had maintenance today, but nothing is going on now, so... Yeah, everything seems to be in order. What kind of issues are you guys having? Lag? What kind of lag? There's different definitions for lag. Yeah, on my end, nothing is wrong. I have 0 dropped frames. What kind of lag, guys? Like having like 4 seconds delay from me is normal, but what kind of lag? Is it like buffering or something? If it's buffering, then that could be a Twitch issue. So you might want to try refreshing. You might want to try refreshing the stream. In that case, and I can confirm that it's nothing on my end, so it could be Twitch's servers or something, since they had maintenance earlier today. So I just go up, okay? But yeah, nothing on my end to talk about. Why is that so late? Why is that only triggered later? I don't understand. When I got through there with the P-balloon, it just like let me through, and I don't get something there. So yeah, guys, did you try refreshing? That's like the biggest hotfix for Twitch. Yeah, nothing is on my end, confirmed, so... It has to be some Twitch thing. Oh, you let go of it, right? Do you let go of it? And then bounce off of the bonefish? No, you don't. What the heck? I'm confused. When you let go of it, he lets you walk through. But I think when you let go of him, you have to like end up on top, because that seems to be the only way that that scroll stops working. The problem is that seems a bit difficult to pull off. But yeah, to be fair, Twitch does a very good job at letting everything work. It's just sometimes they can be a little bit janky, just like any platform can. But they actually try to fix their stuff, so I can't really complain too much. Okay, that's a much better approach. Yeah, yesterday I think I finally found out why there's so much latency when watching from mobile. It's because there's actually no low latency options at all. Excuse me? There's no low latency options when you're watching on iOS, so that's why it always feels like there's so much delay. But yeah, I don't know, guys. What are you actually having issues with? Because there's definitely nothing that I can do to help, because it's nothing on my end. So I'm gonna actually pause for a second. Can you please explain me in detail what kind of issues you guys are having? Because I actually don't know. It could be anything from a random like buffer or something. I don't really know what you guys are talking about. Because over here it says that everything is fine, and it probably is. It's just like a Twitch issue. What was that website called? Inspector.twitch.tv. Yeah, let me check that out. We have to log in with Twitch. Oh, I don't have time to do that now. Or actually I do, you just have to authorize, okay. But yeah, according to Inspector of my stream is completely stable across the whole 3 hours, and there's nothing. There's not even a single dropped frame, so yeah. Everything seems to be in order. And even the bitrate is looking very solid too. So I can confirm that this is nothing on my end, so Twitch servers seem to be the ones to blame. Okay, that's a global Twitch issue. In that case, guys, I might help you get to Twitch about the issue. Go to downdetector.com, or what was the website? Go to downdetector/Twitch or something. And then there's like a report button. I have a problem with Twitch. Oh yeah, everybody has a problem with Twitch. Okay, it's a global issue, guys. It's a global issue. Everybody has started to report. Yeah, there's 1,326 people reporting problems with Twitch. So yeah, it's a global thing, guys. It just took a bit of time for them to acknowledge it. Yeah, let me show you guys the link. This is it. Just check it. There's like a big increase in problems. Oh yeah, I can't even see that I'm online anymore. My stream is my stats are like all offline, but my stream is still running. I can't even see that I'm still online. Can you guys still see me, or am I still lagging? Because it shows that I'm still live, but at the same time it shows that I'm offline. So it's like a global Twitch issue, according to Down Detector as well. Yeah. 1,326 reports is massive, and most reported problems are stream video, so that checks out. Yeah, I hope they fix this, because it doesn't it doesn't really help that I'm streaming right now. I guess I don't really have to restart the stream, because it wouldn't help anyways, since it's a global Twitch thing. Yeah, is anybody able to talk in chat, or is chat just dead? Because if chat doesn't work, then there's not really any point to me continuing with the level until this gets fixed, because you guys won't be able to see it. I'm actually check if this is getting stored in the VODs, because if it isn't, then I really should just pause and wait for this to get fixed, if it does. Where's my VODs? Oh, you can't see anything on Twitch anymore. Oh my gosh. There's literally nothing you can see. And all the partner streamers are actually still live, because of course they get better treatment, but everybody else is just offline. Yeah. Nothing is available, everything is down. my stream is just completely black on your guys' end. Nothing is showing. And these videos are temporarily unavailable. Yeah, everything is down. Twitch is completely gone bust in a matter of seconds. Just after I was talking wonders about it, it seems. Oh, what can we do now? Should I just wait a bit, or shall we postpone the stream for maybe tomorrow or something? That's kind of what I'm wondering about right now. OBS still tells me that I'm live, but it's clearly a lie. I wonder if you guys can even hear what I'm saying right now through the black background thing. Maybe I should just make a post on Discord or something about what's happened and keep all the levels in the queue for tomorrow or something, because this is not looking good so far. Let's do that. Okay. Or just being Mario Maker. I guess everyone works. Yeah, nobody's ever responding in chat anymore, so probably just best to postpone the stream for tomorrow instead, because I can just keep all the levels in the queue for convenience. But damn, this came out of nowhere. They just performed maintenance on Twitch like earlier today at noon, and then this happened. And we can't even raid because everybody's down. I think just a select few partner streamers are still online because they get better treatment around these things. So we just stop streaming. Alright. If anybody can still hear what I'm saying, or if this ends up being on the VOD later, this really sucks. Nothing to say about this. Just so anybody potentially watching this can see, all the levels. Oh, the bot doesn't even work. Oh my god, chat is broken. Okay, but yeah, the bot should remember all the levels that are in the queue. So I will try streaming this tomorrow, because right now it's actually midnight for me, so waiting like 2 hours or whatever for them to fix this is just not doable, considering how many levels there are in the queue. So I try to stream this tomorrow around sometime, hopefully earlier than today. And if people come back with their levels in the queue, they can actually just get recognized as online again and get their level played again. But yeah, right now I'll just end off here all alone because Twitch is having issues. And just if anybody's watching this, thanks again for all the raids today, and for the subs by Ein and by Lumberjack. A bit of a weird ending for this fantastic stream, but Twitch kind of decided it. So hopefully we can restore this tomorrow. Bye bye.